Hello, y'all. How's it going? It is May 25th. It is Monday, and it is time to start playing Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. Sonic '06, as it's sometimes called for shorthand. There's an opening cutscene thing that's trying to play. Ignore it for now. How y'all doing? What are we doing here? You might ask. What is this? You might ask. A couple weeks ago, the plan was to do a different game this week. You might remember, maybe, questionably. It's possible you might remember. Well, what happened to Toy Story 2 for the N64? Well, last week was my birthday, and we did a sub-goal. And one of the many goals that was hit during that birthday stream was Sonic the Hedgehog '06 in full. I had it at 40 subs. I didn't expect to hit it, but including bits and including bits and stuff, we hit it easily. And well, now I have to do Sonic the Hedgehog '06 in full, which is something that's been kind of on the table for a while. I'll say I have played like the first couple levels of this a few times in recent years. I think like every extra life for the last two, some amount of it has been on the table, some amount of it has been played every extra life. But now we're going to have to do it all. We're going to have to do it all in full. And while I'll say that I think we'll be splitting it up into like, here's Sonic, here's Silver, here's Shadow. I'm not sure the order of the campaigns. We'll have a break in between those and maybe play some better games. And you know, and you know, I think we'll play like a better game or two in between each of the campaigns. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how fast we get through this. Currently, what I'm hoping to do is to get through the first of these campaigns, the Sonic campaign, in the next 3 weeks. Next 3 weeks, hopefully, we'll be done with Sonic. I will say one thing before we begin. You know that thing I've been working on in Godot? Maybe you don't. I've been talking about it for the last couple weeks here, last month or so. I finally hit publish on the itch.io page. It's up. Find it on the Discord or whatever. It's out there, and you can check it out if you want. I have an image, a promo image. Why not? Ooh, look at that. That's what it's called. It's an Earthbound fan game, and it's kind of arcadey. I think it's pretty good. I wonder how it's going to be received now that it's out. Hopefully okay. Hopefully people like it, and you know, who fucking could say? I need to start working on the next thing already, pretty much. It's kind of been a long time. I kind of finished that like a week ago, so it just took a while to get like the finishing touches, content ready to go along with it, as well as the itch.io page itself. Took a little bit to get all that together, it turns out, and I am ready to move on, pretty much, with that stuff. Anyway, that's what's going on there. Let me, you know what, I gotta grab my mouse, actually. 1 second. Okay, let's get going then. I think we're all nice and ready to go. I think everything is working right. Yeah. I hope that the shared chat is working. I'm just going to look at the regular chat for now and not worry so much about it. Shared chat, very new on this channel. Just got that working the other day. I can do a quick test. Well, looks like it's working to me. But I'll just look at the regular, and I'll know if it breaks then. All right, let's go. Let's do this. All right. Here we go. We're starting with Sonic's episode, and this stream and this for the time being, it probably will be just Sonic's episode for the next few weeks. Then we'll probably do something else for a bit, and then we'll come back with Shadow and Silver and whatever the order is. Is this cutscene louder? I think it is, but you can still hear me. I don't want to be adjusting the volume every 12 seconds. So let's just roll with it. I have no idea what the plot of this game is. I know that Sonic has a human lady who romantically interested in. Feel like that's weird. I know it's sort of a romance. I know Shadow is there. Silver, I think, is from the future. And Eggman is about to show up and be like, hey, hello. I got my Eggman robots, we're doing a whole thing. I've seen this cutscene a few times between various extra live streams. I will also say I have seen, I've mentioned before, I've talked about before, I love, I enjoy the content of GiantBomb.com. I have seen Dan Reichert play through this game a couple of years ago on Blight Club. It was actually the first game of Blight Club, before it was really Blight Club. Before it was a real bespoke ongoing feature. It started out just with Dan playing Sonic 06. Bad game. It's been so long, I barely remember it. And even then, like, I don't think even at the time I really got a good idea what the hell was going on plot-wise, other than things kind of sucked. I will say I've gone through the first level a few times through various extra live streams, as well as I have learned the lesson that I need to save before I go into a level, or else the progress might be lost when you game over. So I know to do that. I will be doing that. It was a problem last time. It was a real risk last time. If you're wondering, no, we're not going on with the previous save. And
Sonic the Hedgehog.
part of that is that I think there's some weirdness with Xbox Live and Xbox 360. Like, I tried to log into my Xbox 360, into my Xbox Live on my Xbox 360 here that I got, and it was like, yeah, your password's not working, and I don't know what's going on there. I googled a bit. It seemed like part of it might be because I'm not subscribed to Xbox Live anymore, and maybe that means that you can't log in to Xbox Live on your Xbox 360 anymore. So there goes the save that I had from the last Extra Life after I beat the first level. We wouldn't be using that save anyway. That wouldn't be kosher. That wouldn't be cool. That wouldn't be
No special reason.
Sonic!
We're getting gameplay now, by the way. We're past the first cutscene. Let's get into the first level. There's like a whole bunch of stuff up top. I've been through this whole bunch of stuff a couple times, so I kind of remember a little bit what you're supposed to do.
Our little game ends now.
I don't know why he is after the princess.
Sonic, take this!
I don't know what that is. There's a lot of things I don't. Oh, it's the Chaos Emerald, obviously. I was wondering what the fuck is she throwing me? Some sort of new MacGuffin? No, it's the old MacGuffin, of course. Obviously.
Until then,
Eggman looks terrible here. That's a terrible Eggman, way worse than the one from Dreamcast and GameCube. Way worse, way worse. Just uncanny Eggman there. Like, he looks a little bit less cartoony, but not really human enough to be called a human. Alright, get used to seeing a lot of load screens, by the way. A lot of load screens in the game. I don't know. What the fuck? And they're long? This is on the authentic original hardware. It actually doesn't, it's not backwards compatible, so it couldn't, turns out I couldn't run it on a more, modern machine. Though I could have emulated it, perhaps. It is also worth noting that there is a, fan fix version available that you can play if you want. I kind of just felt like it was most funny and most suiting to do the original version, and all it's you gotta, if you're playing a bad game on purpose, I feel like you ought to play the original where it's the most shit and the most egregious. Like you're letting yourself off easy if you go find a fan patch that fixes it.
Tails.
Hey 06i, how you doing? Thank you for the good luck.
I heard that you tried to save their princess from Dr. Eggman.
That's right.
You're going to rescue her, aren't you? Let me help. I may not know what Eggman's up to, but it can't be a good
The lip
thing.
flaps are terrible.
Hey, with your help, this should be a piece of cake.
I'll do my best.
So that's our friend Tails. If you don't know Sonic at all, that's probably a good introduction to Tails. He's a nice guy and he has two tails. And he's gonna help us sometimes, maybe. I remember last time I played this. Which again, I played the first level a few times during several extra lives, during the last two extra lives. We switched to Tails midway through the level. So, note that for later. When we get into the level, we'll be seeing some Tails for a bit. And then, back to Sonic. And then, yeah. You can hear him doing his Tails thing in the background. Okay, so, we need to buy the light chip. But I need some rings to do that. How do I get rings?
Check out the new item.
Who fucking knows? There's, this is like the stuff in, look here, there's some apples. This is very much like in, Astrobot, except significantly less impressive. What? Where you're like, got some apples, like particles, you know? You know in Astrobot when there's a bunch of apples all around, it's like, oh, impressive, look at them. There's so many. There's like 5 right now here in Sonic 06 on the Xbox 360. It's not quite as impressive. And also, like, when you hit them, it seems like they just disappear. And where are my apples? I don't know. There's like some splishes and some splashes, some particle type stuff. It, probably was impressive at the time. Or I say impressive. Let's not say impressive. It was probably difficult at the time. 06. The Xbox 360 was brand new. Never seen anything like it before. Who has ever made a game on it? You know, who has ever seen this level of fidelity? I don't know. There were a few apples for a second there. I need to do like a mini game, I think, to earn some rings so I can get some money. You have to do like some of these crappy mini games. There's a load screen to get into every single mini game, and there's a load screen to get out of every single mini game. This is the winder of a shoemaker. The winder of a shoemaker. What does that... That doesn't make sense. That's odd. The watch streak message that 06i didn't seem to be caught by the shared chat. Maybe that's just an exception to the rule. Let me check that real fast. Let me just see. Test. Let me just see. Does the bot picked up that? So I don't know. Maybe that just kind of messages an exception to the rule as far as which ones get shared in between the services. That thing is all fucky, I'll say. So that's fun. Oh well. I'm going to it's fine. You know, it can just if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, we can have another look. I'll have another look eventually. Seems to work for most purposes. Yay, we did it! And now we have to enjoy a load screen. You know, I'll say, let's be fair here. These are not so different from like Mario Kart World minigame things. The missions that I love so much, they're just a little bit less flavorful. And they have a little bit more load screens. Which makes them worse. Those two things are things that make them worse than the game that I like and really loved and enjoyed the hell out of. So let's not give them too much credit, even though in some I guess the thing is there. It's kind of funny to note that there's not that much of a difference between a good thing and a bad thing when you get right down to it. But this is definitely a bad thing. Now we have enough rings to, I almost said rupees, roofed my head at, to buy the light chip. Been playing Wind Waker. That's where my head's at. I already got the light chip. Thank you. Okay, let's save. Do a quick save-a-rooney. We need to be remembering to save every time we're going into a level. Every time we've done anything, we should be saving. I think. Apparently these rings don't count towards our rings.
It will take you right.
First level. We're getting into the first level. I'm not sure how many levels are in the game. How many levels does Sonic have? Let's see. I think it's probably like 6, 7. Ha! I think that's true though. Sonic 06 level count. It's not a massive level per campaign.
I've got to hurry and save Elise.
Hang on, let me see. Sonic 06, episodes. I don't need a wiki page. What I need is category levels. Okay. Looks like there's quite a bit. But how many of them are Sonic versus Shadow versus multiple of them? Let me look for Sonic 06 Sonic episode. Get an idea of like how many do we get? How many should we go? How many should we be looking to do per stream if we're looking to finish it, and how many we'll see. Script Sonic the Hedgehog walkthrough. A Sonic episode. A bunch of things to buy. Act 1. I'm just looking at the names of the act. I'm not looking at the thing. There's an Act 2. There's a town mission. There's a couple town missions. There's an Act Mission 3, Act Mission 4, Act Mission 5, Act Mission 6. Okay, so there's like 7. Act Mission 8, Act Mission 9, Act Mission... That's it. So there's like 9 levels. Okay. So if we get through 3 in a stream, I think we're feeling pretty good. You know, and we'll see. Well, we might get through more. We might get through this fast. If we can get through this fast, I'll be very happy. I did just like check hour by hour. How long did it take Dan Reichert to do it on GiantBomb.com? And it looked like, I don't know, I did look, and it was like 5 streams around 2 hours each, around 10 hours or so, I think. A little bit less. And I do about 3 hours in a stream, so I could probably get through this in 3, is my estimate. But, you know, hey, these levels can be pretty short. Maybe we'll get through them faster. Maybe this will be real damn fast. There's a lot of bullshit to come. There's a lot of bullshit ahead. We did just do, as a unrelated bunch of streams, Shadow the Hedgehog 3 times through its, the game Shadow the Hedgehog, not Shadow the Hedgehog's campaign. We did do Shadow the Hedgehog, and that took, like, what was that slide? Did go through Shadow the Hedgehog's, most hero, most dark, and most, light, most neutral campaign, and each of them took, each of those took like 2 to 3 hours. So, you know, if it goes as smoothly as that, it could be that maybe we don't have to split it up. Maybe every stream is a different, is like Sonic. Here's Sonic's stream. Here's Shadow's. Here's, etc. Ban that bot. But we'll see what happens. If you're wondering, yes, the slowdowns are authentic. This is how an authentic Xbox 360 runs the game. It's supposed to stutter. I say it's supposed to stutter. It stutters like that. That's how it does.
Jump!
Oh, fuck. Sonic just said jump and I didn't listen to him. I am noticing that the shared chat didn't pick up, like, the bot's message. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. The shared chat just being real fucky. It picked up my messages. Or do I have to look at, you have to look at not so top chat. 1 second, let me look at not so top chat. YouTube always defaults to top chat rather than all chat, but it made no difference. That continues to be a thing that I'll have to figure out over time. I don't know. So, Sonic is all fucking with a whale over there, and he needs Tails to go help him. Tails can fly, as you know, as previously established. Also, Tails can throw dummy ring bombs. Weird ability. It's not at all alluded to in, has ever before or since, has Tails been able to do dummy ring bomb? A very specific move. Very specific move. I do not care for dummy ring bomb. It has a high amount of lag, so it's real damn slow. You can only use it on the ground, and sometimes I guess if there's like shit in front of you, it has no range at all. It's a very bad move. Also, it fills the stage, the area, with rings that you cannot collect, that are not real. So it'll confuse you when you're about to die and you really need a ring. For a lot of reasons. I think it's a bad thing. You can hold down the button to like get into an aim mode, which if you're wondering is very slow, uses the left stick, and I don't like it. It's not a good, it's not good. I don't want to surprise you, but this bad game, the stuff in it is not good. Oh boy, I was able to grab one of the rings. Good. Oh, so we're done with the tail section. Anyway, I'm just confusing myself. I'm just making it harder to survive. That's tail section done. Woo, woo. Wave Ocean. let's get this done. Let's finish this in one. I would very much like to finish this in one and not game over. You know, these levels, I think, you know, in retrospect, these levels are not super duper long, but I don't want to have to redo them. We are going very fast. If you're wondering, no, I cannot control this very well. Also, it seems like it expected me to hit A before I could see Sonic. Maybe if I didn't hit A, Sonic would be fine for a fashion. But, who knows? Let's hope to not find out. Okay, now we can find out.
We're not gonna make it. Let's speed up.
Ugh. You don't get any rings.
Darn, we're not gonna make it. Let's speed up.
That jet engine has a weird ringing sound to it, huh? I'll say. That, bugs me. I don't like to hear whatever it is that white noise ass shit is. Okay, let's see. Okay, so you can jump when the camera gets to you, but it does feel like a risk.
What?
I'll say I had a nice weekend. Had a nice weekend. Worked on the content, as you do. Also, been breaking in my Steam controller, which arrived on Friday. That's been lovely. Been sort of like fishing around, trying to find a good Steam game that I have in my library that really takes advantage of the whole of the Steam controller and its whole trackpad situation. And I landed on Slipgate. I landed on a sort of a 4X puzzle board type game where you just sort of connect up a whole galactic trade empire, and it's pretty chill and nice, and it works great with the trackpad. I really enjoy the hell out of the Steam controller, and I only wish I had more games that really took advantage of it. You know, honestly, I feel like with how cool the Steam controller is, there's a market, there's a niche for, like, come up with a game that uses the trackpad and the rest of the controls and sort of like bounce between them. Like, why not? Wouldn't that be cool if there was a game that's used all of that? No, I don't have any I don't have anything that would. And also, I think if I wanted to use it with a non-Steam game, I'd have to like rig it up all weird. Like, I don't know if can you use like Steam inputs in Godot? I don't know. There's an idea, I guess. That'd be cool for like you know, there is like I'm thinking right now I could I know that like Game Maker's Toolkit has like a game jam next month. I'm kind of curious about, like, I say next month, like the month after next. I think it's the month after next. Sort of interested in getting into that and trying to do something for that, since I kind of always regretted not doing that in like college, and now I have time in between you know, in between employment and I mean, parentheses, we'll see what happens with that. Job market's dead. I have time is what I'm saying, and I think I'd like to do that. I think I'd like to take part and see if I could. My creative process can be pretty slow though, so I don't know. I'm a little worried. Like 4 days? Can you even come up with something good in 4 days? I don't know if I could come up with something good for Mario Maker in 4 days and confidently execute there. And Godot is real new to me. I'm still getting the hang of it. Yeah. I think for timestamps, by the way, probably put one at the start of every level. Probably put one at the start of every level. Maybe the end of every level as well. Hey, we're back to Soliana. And we're gonna do some more Soliana fuckery. I don't know. Do you think we just run directly to the next level? I don't know where the hell we would go. What the hell is going on? What are we doing? Do you know? I am thinking about fighting Eggman. Yes, I know he is the most intelligent person on Earth, and he has a think Tails just fell into the water. Are the orange people have hints? The orange people have hints. Dr. Eggman, I don't have time for that. Please come back later. A little girl got stuck on the roof somehow. My daughter, my daughter. Oh boy. So, what? You guys want me to go save her daughter? Is that what I'm picking up? Why come?
If you can squeeze through this gap, you'll be able to save the girl.
How would I do that? If only. Is there an unlockable move to like squeeze through gaps? There must be. That's what this game is saying to me. If only I had a lot of rings, I could buy ... Hello, that's definitely a level back there. I need to get permission from Lord Regis. I need permission? Okay. I see that. I think to get permission...
Huh?
Okay, maybe... Do we have to do the minigames? Do we have to do these minigames? Shadows of Eggman's mechs. I don't know what we gotta do here. So let's just sort of figure it out and hope for the best and hope we can find our way to the next level. I will say I did pull up a walkthrough over here earlier just to see, like, okay, how the fuck long is this thing? But let's resort to it as a last resort. Load screens are a big thing in this game. Did you see that? Did you see that? Big long load screen, 2-second cutscene. Oh no, there's Eggman robots around. That was exactly what she was saying before the load screen. Now we fight the robots. Got like a compass.
Yes.
Can't even see these because of the trees. Particles, you know, I'm sure they were impressive for their time, leaving all those particles around. But it kind of makes it hard to tell, like, where there's live robots and where there's dead ones. Like, I'm definitely getting confused on occasion and thinking there's live robots about when there's just debris. Looking at debris. I could look at the compass instead. Rather look at the world. And here's a cutscene. She's gonna say one word. She's gonna say thank you. I bet. It's not gonna be a whole thing. Thank you. Can you save her too? Yes, yes, yes. And here's a result screen.
Too easy. No sweat.
Yay, we got some rings. And now another load screen. A lot of load screens, a lot of load screens. With the jump to Xbox 360, were games also just bigger? Were the DVDs, like, able to contain bigger games than ever before? Like, Xbox and... Maybe also just the thing was, Xbox and PlayStation and GameCube, they only had so much RAM. Mind you, the 360 also famously had really low RAM for its time, but probably a step up from the previous generation, such that, you know, the previous generations couldn't load that much to begin with, regardless of how much time they had. Whereas 360 didn't have that much RAM, but it could. It had enough to Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Why is it called anti-gravity? Anti-gravity allows me to use sliding? By sliding, you can attack enemies while moving. What are you talking about? Why is it called anti-gravity? That's not what anti-gravity is. She could be dead, that's true. Hey, classic Sonic WJ, how you doing? The princess has been kidnapped. She could be dead. They're just having me do piddly little, minigame things? I mean, it's a little bit open world. They're, you know, they're giving me things to do. In fairness, I'll say, there are some examples where it makes sense. Like that last one, the lady was like, help, there's robots attacking. You know, and you can't expect us to go like, oh, well, robots, huh? I don't know about these robots attacking. Wait. How do you slide? Oh, you hold down the button. This is the anti-gravity. This is anti-gravity. I don't know what. I wouldn't call that anti-gravity. I'd call it slidey shoes. Hello. Sonic shoes in the PFP are gray. That's not Sonic. I think they upgraded. They're upgraded shoes. Probably in the stream's image. I don't know. I sourced it from some cutscene that I found just Googling the game. Wanted to make sure that that the lady was in there. You get upgrade shoes, I'm sure. We're buying all sorts of crap. Your shoes do change colors, I bet. Light spoilers, the lightest of spoilers. It is Sonic, though. See? He has the red shoes. 2011X's shoes are gray. There's a... what? I don't know. I don't know about... There's a fake Sonic? Is that in this game? I have no fucking idea what 2011X is. I'll say, maybe we'll find out as we go. I'll have a look at the live stream's thumbnail. Is an X, an EXE, like a robot? There's another robot? Too many robot Sonics. Okay. Thank you, guy. I have rescued daughter from roof. She could have just jumped down. There was a spring down there. She didn't have any anti-gravity, though, so she couldn't go under the thing. It's probably fine. Hey! Second level. Let's go. We got through the town bullshit, and I think we're making great pace so far. I think we'll maybe get through this faster than I was just thinking. We'll see. Maybe there's some hard crap ahead. Maybe I shouldn't underestimate Sonic 06. What was she thinking about?
Mr. Sonic.
Just call me Sonic. Now then, are you okay?
I'm so glad that you came.
What?
I always keep my word.
Why was she here?
Sonic!
I thought she was stolen by Eggman. Oh, is this like Eggman's jail? Did we warp right into Eggman jail?
Has stuck its nose where it doesn't belong. Well, a hedgehog to be more precise. The princess is mine. Until I unlock the secret of the flames of disaster.
Tails!
Got it. Let's go.
Alright. I think actually this might be a boss fight. Correction. First boss fight. There might be a lot of boss fights in this game. I was looking through the thing just to see how many levels there are. Looks like there's a lot of... oh, damn. I didn't save before I went into this. And we need to remember to save. We need to remember to save. God damn it. Okay. The stakes are high, folks. I don't want to have to do all that crap again that I just did. There was a bunch of crap in town. If we game over, it's after the first level, but before this.
Huh? Okay,
You have 4
Eggman,
lives.
I'll
We'll be fine. How do you fight this thing? Telling me it's easy.
I get it. That armor on his head is protecting the weak point.
Okay, so it has armor on its head, and that's protecting the weak point.
Circle around toward the tail.
Hit it in the butt. Okay. Oh, the camera is so bad. Oh, I see.
Sonic, make him run into something.
Like the wall? There's not that much here. Mission accomplished? Okay, so we get onto his tail, and then we, do some crap. I will say, I like I said at the start, I played some amount of this game. You cannot jump while sliding, by the way. I played a bunch of this game while, various extra lives, but only got to the first level in any of those extra life streams, so this is all brand new. Hello, rappers, let me see, how do you say that? Rappers and strippers. Rappers and strippers, gotcha, okay. I understand that once I parsed it. Underrated stream, yes, it's a little bit slow right now, slow going, but hey, it's picking up. Some folk in chat, I like to see it. How are you doing? Do you know this game? It is bad. I'm playing it for the first time, really? This is all new to me, and I have to play through all of it on account of hitting a sub goal on the Twitch side last week ago, pretty much. I will say again, my plan right now is to do each, what the fuck? It was turning, so the rails did not line up. Great. I didn't play Shadow Generations that much, no. I did play Shadow the Hedgehog recently, which is, you know, contrary to Shadow Generations, a bad game. In fairness, you know, I was playing Shadow, and this game as well, as like a...
See your face. Now it's my turn.
It looks like we're winning. As like a, you know, so bad's good type thing. Is this working? This is, I'm just bouncing off. Do I need to, like, circle around again and do that whole business? I might do. I probably should play more of Shadow Generations. You actually like Sonic 06, kind of? Wow. That's interesting. I mean, I'll say, I do really love, you know, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Oh shit. Every time we get hit, we gotta go scuttling we gotta go find a ring. There's not that many left now. I'll say I do love Sonic Adventure 2. I do think that the first Sonic Adventure is pretty alright. Pretty good. Heroes, in retrospect.
Listen to me.
I feel like Heroes, in retrospect, you know, 20 years later, is a little, if I run him into the statue here, he really does control like ass. But that's good enough. That's good enough. That's nice. Sonic Adventure is pretty good. It was on PS3. Yeah, I played it on the GameCube originally. You know, when Sega first went cross-generational, cross-platform after the Dreamcast failed. Okay, good. We got through clean first try. Let's go. I'll say, like, as far as Sonic games go, my favorite is definitely Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Problem.
Sonic Adventure is also a bit of fun, but I feel like a fair bit more jank. And Heroes is just on the other side of like, well, it's fine, but it's a little bit bland, a little bit, doesn't have as much of the juice, I think. And then, you know, Shadow got to the point of like, well, with these mission objectives, it got a little bit too much. It got a little bit shit. And, You know, I heard bad things about this, and I basically didn't touch Sonic again until, like, Sonic Mania for a bit. And, I did get Shadow Generations. I did get the port of that.
Let's split up.
I don't know about Sonic fan games
I'll
on
get their
Game Jolt
attention, and you take the
rappers.
princess.
Not familiar with Game Jolt as a particular,
Okay.
service.
You be careful, Tails.
That's a new one to me.
Leave it to me.
What are you doing, Tails? You're being a distraction? Tails is being a distraction. I never played that many of the original Sonics, like, before it came to GameCube. You know, I definitely, I think I have touched them on occasion, but my favorite stuff is definitely Sonic Adventure 2. And, pretty much just that. Mania was pretty good. Mania was good. Good and solid. Hey, we're on the second level now. We're actually on the second level now. Not the, boss before the second level. What is this? What is it telling me? I can jump and land?
Elise,
Double A
hold
jump.
on tight.
And then I can use a shield with the right trigger. Behind the strength of 2. What the fuck? So she can do a shield ability. So she's like those, pickups from the other games where you got a shield. Well, she's not a magnetic shield, so I've seen better shields. That's quicksand?
Elise, hold on tight.
That's quicksand, apparently. You can't go into the sand. This sand's fine. Wait, no, it's not.
Elise, hold on tight.
You should tell me about the quicksand situation. Wait.
Put your power together. You will be able to walk on this sand. But be careful. Your power, if you put your
Oh, okay, so if I use the shield thing, I can walk on sand. One of the effects of, one of the side effects of, Power of 2. Okay. They did tell me about the quicksand. I just didn't realize. Well, that's kind of okay. That's kind of neat. I don't dislike that. And the meter is on the side, so I know how much of the power of 2 that I have. I can tell at a glance. In this level, where the sand is basically the pits, once you understand what's going on, that basically gives you the ability to save yourself from a falling death, provided you're thinking fast on your feet. Wait, oh, what? The power, it is a shield, but it's only a shield from sand? Okay. You would make it look like a shield. You should be able to protect yourself from damage using it, I think. It don't matter. It's all good. We're getting through. Let's do this. Let's go. Okay, we got hit by, So we got a good amount of shield, so we can't really use it. Have you played Undertale or Deltarune? Oh yeah, I love both of them. No! Come on! What happened there? Okay, okay. We have 2 lives left. Yeah, I love Deltarune, Undertale, 100%. Fan-fucking-tastic, games. Really would like to play them on stream. Both of them at some point. I think the plan is right now, I think I should play Deltarune when it's all done on stream. Like in the final weeks before Part 7 comes out or whatever. And Undertale, I want to do that sometime in the next year. On stream. Also Chrono Trigger and Mother 3 are all on the short list. As are tons of other games. Hard to find time for all the games you want to play through, especially when you suddenly commit yourself to entire playthroughs of Sonic 06. That includes all of the 3 parts of Sonic 06. That's like probably accounts for 3 of our playthroughs this year. Really, probably like 9 weeks. I would assume. I would guess. We'll see. I mean, I think so far we're making good pace, but I'm not sure like that shit's sustainable. You know, we're gonna get like a we're gonna run into some adversarial conditions, surely. Also, like, there's no guarantee we'll be able to get through. There's gonna be some levels where we game over, I'm sure. We might even forget to save as well. If I did forget to save, would it be appropriate to just do it off stream to like get back to where I was? Or would it be would that be against the would that be against the thing of it? I will say, one time, like a couple years ago, I was doing Wind Waker on stream, casually, and I did forget to... Oh, shit, I forgot about the fucking... Damn it. I did forget to save once in Wind Waker, and I did just do it off stream and come back the next day. That was fine, and I think that worked out in that case. I don't know, though. In this case, such a mistake would be part of the experience. Also, it does, like, save every time you beat a level, so it would just be, like, a part of a level of progress lost, you know? And also, it would be my fault for not saving before the level, really. I say it's my fault. It'd be the game's fault for being designed in that way, but... You can't even see the sand before you get up there! You can't even see the sand! I'm beginning to think not every death in this will be my fault. I'm beginning to think that not every death here will be my fault. Sometimes, it's just the way it is. It's, sometimes there's reason. No! Oh! Saved it! Sometimes there's reasons why you die. Sometimes it's, I think a fair, result of game design. Okay, let's do this. The camera is not helping. I remembered it was there that time, and I saved it. I did not die, and we have zero lives, so it would be really ideal if we picked up some rings and kept this going. All right, let's go. Also, I'm just remembering I am holding a princess in arms. It's really weird to have a whole Sonic level where Sonic is princess carrying the literal princess. That is a weird thing for a level. We did it!
Nice.
Yeah, Sonic, that was good. Good work. It might be a good idea. Can I save and like take a game over and like reset my lives or something? I could probably do that. Is that how this works? Don't tell me that like lives are permanent or something. Don't tell me that. I hope that, like, if we save and we take a death and we come back, look at this fucking, look at this green Windows XP ass environment. What the hell? No playing off stream, says Rock Party. Rock Party says no playing off stream. I will remember to save.
Express how grateful I am for your help.
I think you're right. In this case, it would be part of the experience.
It's nothing.
Part of the thing.
Don't say that.
We're going Blight Club rules, basically, then. Also means no cheating?
It's all my fault.
No cheating as well.
Smile.
I'm playing on the original hardware. I can't do save states or anything of the sort. This is some Attack of the Clones type shit, really. Was this Attack of the Clones. When was Attack of the Clones? It was like 2004 or something. This was well after Attack of the Clones. They must... You think they took inspiration from Attack of the Clones? Anakin and Padme rolling around in the grass? Say, Anakin... Was this the scene where Anakin said, I hate sand?
Eggman mentioned
It's coarse and it's grimy and it gets everywhere.
Yes. The name of the sun
2002.
is
Attack of the
Solaris.
Clones.
It is told that Solaris' rage would destroy the world.
Yeah, so by this point...
In the form of the flames of disaster. 10 years ago, we almost faced the full force of his fury.
Damn, man.
I was a child then, so I don't remember it very well.
Are you not a child now? How old is the princess supposed to be?
Same disaster again. What can I do?
How old is she supposed to be? Is she like 16? Is she like 18? How old is
Sonic,
Princess
wait! I can't run that fast.
Elise?
Don't worry. Just raise your head and run.
Canonically 17 years old. How old is Sonic, conversely? How old is Sonic supposed to be? Sonic. In Sonic 06.
Feels great, doesn't it?
Let's specify because, of course, in the movie, it's a different thing.
So fast before.
Nothing starts until you take action. If
Around
you have
that.
time to worry, then run.
According to Knuckles and Sonic, 6 months has passed in Sonic Forces. What? Sonic Wiki? What are you saying, Sonic? Was it established in Sonic and Knuckles? According to Knuckles and Sonic, 6 months has passed in Sonic Forces.
I've been looking for you. You're the Iblis trigger.
Neto's game room says 15 to 16 years old.
Damn us all.
So, yeah, that's a... Okay, go ahead, Sonic. You can do whatever you want with the human girl.
For the future of the world, I will destroy you.
It's fine. Oh, there's, Silver's here. I think we're fighting him. I think this is the second boss fight. We're fighting Silver. I was trying to figure out, like,
Time for you
how to feel about,
Trigger.
Elise. I'll say, you know, there's plenty of rom-coms about, high schoolers. Plenty of, romantic anime. Plenty of, such media. And it's all fine so long as it's all, as the characters are close enough in age that it's whatever, you know. It's all fine, it's all good. You can do whatever you want. Am I dead? Did he just kill me?
No.
I didn't grab a ring. Well, now we find out what happens when we game over. I did save. I saved after the level, right? Oh boy, and good. You can skip cutscenes. Good, good, good. You hit start, you skip a cutscene you've already seen. I think... Is it a Blight Club rule that you can't skip the cutscenes? That you have to sit through them again? I think that's I think it depends on, like, how funny the cutscene is to have to rewatch. We do have to sit through the load screens each time. This is the playthrough. We don't... I think the only rule is we gotta go fast. Really. But, as long as I'm allowed to within the scope of the game, normally, I'm just hitting the button here.
It's no use.
The rings are behind the dude!
No.
Maybe I should run away. Like, try to, Okay, there's no rings over here. Okay, so I gotta, like, wait for him to move. And then...
No use.
It's no use. Okay. Sometimes my rings might end up on the roof. If they end up on the roof, I can't get them back. Interesting. How about what?
Take this. It's no use.
It's hard to fucking retreat after, get it. Come on! Dude comboed me! He threw me up. I lost all my rings. And then he threw me again! How is that fair? Nothing I can do about that. Okay, I can, like, retreat immediately by not homing attacking, and instead running away immediately. That's how we gotta do this. That's how this is done. We got this now. This silver fella, he's done. Throw me out. Thank you. The camera is atrocious. I'm trying to turn it. It does not turn.
It's no use.
Don't throw me up. Don't throw me up. Thank you.
It's no use. It's no use.
Maybe I gotta wait until he, like, picks up tables and shit. But, like, just seeing him is a challenge enough. Oh, he's picking up tables and shit.
It's no use.
Yeah, if we go at him while he's, like, tabling, before he tables, he's not really vulnerable yet. We got this. There we go. Done. Couple of attempts, but not too bad. That was a boss and then a level and a boss. You know what? I like that. I like that there wasn't any faffing about in the city in between those those bosses and those things. I like that it was reasonable. All right. And we got a golden emblem. I never, you know, I will say, I do love Sonic Adventure 2. But I've never gotten every emblem in the game. Well, I say that. I think I might have gone for most every emblem in the game at some point in time. And did, like, every hard mode up to. The thing is, to, like, unlock the final secret level, you have to, like, get A ranks in, like, everything. And I barely get A ranks ever. Or S, is it S ranks? I don't, you know, I've played Sonic Adventure 2 Battle so many times, but, like,
Is this a joke?
I can never, ever consistently get an S rank at any time.
Mean. It doesn't matter.
And as a result, I've never seen the Green Hill Zone level. I would like to, at some point.
Elise? Wait!
She just got re-kidnapped.
Don't you dare turn your back on me!
This silver fella,
Finally put an end to this.
he's no, Shadow.
Amy? Get out
You
of
know,
my way, Amy.
wait,
This is my
he knows Amy?
Absolutely not.
How do you know Amy? I guess it's not implied that we don't know him, and that he doesn't know us.
I appreciate
He knows that we're Sonic. He just thinks that we're the bad guy.
Leave it to me.
Alright. Silver boss fight down. We're apparently going after Elise right now. Is this gonna be a running around town faffing about bits, or is this like another action chase scene? This is not a level. This is not an act. So I'm wondering like how this fits into the structure of what's going on. Oh yeah, no, this is faffing about. This is more faffing about if I ever did see it. There's no sign of where Eggman went to. There's guys on the street. They seem to be like playing charades. What the hell are you guys doing? Businessman. Eggman mechs are up here. Everyone, you gotta let everyone know. Okay, then why are you standing there then? What are you doing? Seems like everyone already knows if they're not playing, What the hell are they doing? They're doing like a knick-knack. What is that? Isn't there like a thing where you do like, it's like a elaborate like a What the hell is that shit? There's the Macarena. That's not the Macarena. They're like, maybe they're comparing like fishes. Like, I caught a fish this big. No, I've caught a fish this big. No, this big, this big. This, and then they sort of loop for no reason. What are you doing? Are they trying to hug, and they're not realizing they're too far apart? I'll hug you, buddy. Time heals all wounds. Go ahead, get in there. Yeah, all right. Pantomiming swimming? Shit! There is a thing that is, vaguely resembles a little bit in the, modern meme culture. Fuck! I didn't even think... I was just trying to do what they were doing. Don't worry about it. You know what it is.
Hey.
So they did not come this way, the Eggman mechs. Okay.
Ooh.
I finally bought a condo in New City. I was supposed to move in today, but with the big earthquake, the whole place is a mess. Can't move in for a while, but my old place is sold. What do I do? That sounds terrible, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you land on your feet. It's hard times for everyone right now with the evil robots running around, price of oil, things of that nature. It's not good for anyone. You know, I just stand around in place for a while and they'll sort everything out eventually. Or maybe Shadow or Silver will in their own campaigns.
Hey.
Did you hear? When Princess Elise was about to be kidnapped, the Blue Wind saved her. That's me. I'm the Blue Wind. Where the hell is this city? It's kind of like a fake Venice. Also, that's very old news. She was actually kidnapped again. For real this time. And, yeah. Things don't look that much like a mess. Things look pretty, I dare say, intact.
Hey.
I don't see any earthquake damage whatsoever. This guy, Moldy, is, looking to do some romance. I'm going to talk to this girl, and she's gonna be like, oh, my heart's a flutter. I'm ready for Moldy to come do a thing. That's a Manuela. That's a normal name. I get the feeling like someone's watching me. I turn around, no one's there. Just kind of creepy. But that's not a good sign, man. I mean, he's right there right now, and he's not disappearing, so... You should...
Hey.
She says she feels like someone's watching her. It's okay, though, because I'll protect her. Buddy. Buddy. Yeah, you really should get on that, because she's getting some nasty vibes the way you have been proceeding. That's you she's talking about. You realize that, right? I do not remember Francesca. Oh, is she the roof girl? This is Roof Girl, apparently. It's a interesting model. Interesting hair. Very shiny. Did something happen? I think there was an earthquake or something. People have been telling me. Things look fine to me. I'm supposed to be chasing after Elise right now. Boy is going to fuck up, is gonna fuck Eggman up real nice and good. The frame rate is taking a dive.
Hey.
Hey, what's with that white-colored guy? Yes, Silver? Silver, yeah, he flies and stuff. Girl, there's no school today. Right after all of it happened, it can't be helped. I was really looking forward to class. I will not forgive that Eggman person. Wait, we can fight these little children who are named Poochie? Does that child named Poochie? Poochie? Isn't there a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure character named that? Poochie JJBA. Yeah, the guy fucking... Do I have it set up where I can share my phone right now? Not really, but give me a second. Fuck, this guy is the young Poochie. This guy is the young Pookie. Poochie? I'm not sure how you say that in Italian, but, 1 second, let me find the thing. There it is. Come on, come on, come on. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Here we go. Look at this. This guy is the, wrong button. Those are from the walk last week. This guy from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Poochie. Same dude. Same dude. Well, actually, there's a good chance that, you know, now that I look, there are certain aspects of his character design that probably this kid wouldn't match. As far as it's a little, he's got white hair, skin color is a little different. It's hard to tell, you know. That could be a tan, I guess. He's like American. Is he like? I bet there's detail about like what his family was. Don't look if you're spoiler sensitive. As a teenager, he was a good-hearted man. But, whatever. Yeah, probably not him. Probably not him, but, still. When was that part, like, in manga? Could be that they got the name from, the manga. Was he from... He was from the prison one, part 6, right? Not the previous one with the Italian mob. That was Diavolo was the Italian one. Yeah. By the name, he's probably Italian though. Also. Yeah, okay, I'll fight you. I'll fight you. Tangents-wise, let's see what's up with these guys. Let's see how tough they are. Is this going to be Sonic homing onto human children and kicking their ass? How the hell do human children fight Sonic? Oh, it's tag. It's just like, load screen, load screen, load screen. It's tag. It's just like, the Majora's Mask. The bombers. Same concept. Okay. This isn't a fight or nothing. This is just, a 5-minute tag game. Oh. I very much would not, I would like to not have time for this. Actually. There's one. You just touch them. You don't home into them. You don't attack them. Not particularly violent. Okay. That's less fun than I thought it would be. I thought it would literally be him kicking ass. Link gave these guys more trouble, you know. I think you actually did like spin into them using your spinning Deku attack. That does like at least knock them on their ass in Majora's Mask. They're gonna teach us the bomber's notebook combination to go into the underground, I guess. Anyway, I'll say, you know, I've been having a nice, relaxing, regular weekend. No big deal. I will say I did earlier. I kind of wanted to go to Six Flags today. Was thinking I would like to. Was looking at whether it would be possible. Unfortunately, I looked at the weather this morning and said, fuck that. It looks like it's gonna rain. I think it did. I think it did rain though. Maybe not as early as I thought it would. Like, it looks like it rained, like, more in the afternoon. I probably would have been fine to enjoy a morning at the park and then come home. I got a season pass, all that now rains, and such that I can go to all the parks if I want to. So, like, you know, I've been talking about going to Cedar Point, and apparently, there's the fucker. Apparently, I need to go to my local park to activate the membership before I go to, like, another park. So I need to go to Six Flags Over Texas before I go to Cedar Point, and I'll do that sometime in the next few weeks. And I think also I'll arrange, like, when the Cedar Point trip will be soonish. Feels a little bit risky, you know, going to Cedar Point. Big old trip, big old flight, big old everything. While, you know, still being, I got laid off a few weeks ago. And, that's still, you know, a problem and all, but you gotta take advantage of having some time off, you know? That was the last one. That was some pretty impotent tag, honestly. You gotta take advantage of having some time off and, do some fun things, and, you know, right now, I think it's fine. I think I can't afford to just go have a nice vacation. And we'll see if I'm feeling so, you know, like, next year, or next winter, or whatever, whenever my next vacation would be.
No problem.
Yay! I got 200 rings. But yeah, all that will be coming up. I'm hoping right now to finish Sonic's campaign before going to Cedar Point. That is basically my plan here. Is like, okay, finish off Sonic, then, you know, spend a week at Cedar Point, come back, and then start the next thing. Which I'll say again, probably not be starting Sonic like Shadow or whatever immediately. Instead, I think I want to do a playthrough of Bloodstained again, especially because there's a second Bloodstained coming out this year. I feel like I should do that soonish, so as not to be, you know, so that it doesn't come out before I do. But, yeah, those are how, I guess, how plans and stuff are proceeding right now. I got ideas, I got plans, we'll see how everything fucking goes. I feel like I've been kind of coming down with something for the last few weeks. I've had a bit of a cough, a bit of a sore throat on occasion. My parents have been, like, much sicker for the last few weeks at the same time. So, I don't know if I'm, like, in an earlier stage to them, or if just, maybe as a younger fella, maybe I'm just getting a, more nice version of what they're getting. Am I going over there? Did he just say I have to talk to every soldier in town to find the captain? What the hell is this? It's a minigame? Is it timed? Why would it be timed? Some of the little fucking activities that this has. This game is like trying to be an open world, isn't it? It's trying to be an open world game, but it doesn't quite get it.
Hey.
Okay, go find the captain, and he's going to try to trick us. We gotta, like, pay attention. Great. I think I preferred playing tag with the kids to, like, playing tag with these adults who also want me to solve a logic puzzle. Same time.
Hey.
That's Guido.
Hey.
Who are you? Fabio. Are you the captain? The captain is one of the men you've already spoken to. That's you. You're the captain then. That guy said it was Guido and you're Guido. Unless it's Fabio.
Hey.
What Alicio said is true. I haven't talked to Alicio yet.
Hey.
Oh, are you Alicio? Hang on, I need to go find who... Are you Alicio?
Hey.
In front of the fountain. In front of the fountain? That would make it you. Huh?
Hey.
Talk to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure, let's take a stab at it. I think it's this dude. I think it's this dude. I guess it was Fabio. Great. Now Now we have to enjoy some load screens and also just talk to him again and say, hey, start the minigame again, at which point there'll be another load screen, and then he'll say, hey, here's the rules, and then I'll say to him, I'll say, I think I know who the captain is, and I'll say the guy, I guess it's the guy nearest to the fountain? I would say that this guy is the guy that's nearest to the fountain. What a silly fucker. All of them. Silly fuckers. They should not do this. Also, why is the captain trying to blend in with his troops? With his lieutenants? It doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense. So yeah, I'm looking at the weather. If the weather looks fine tomorrow, I might, let me see how it's looking for tomorrow. It's looking stormy tomorrow. This doesn't change, right? Also, let me just... I'll talk to this guy, and he'll say, like, it's not one of the ones you've talked to before, right?
Hey.
Okay, well, if that's true, then that has to be the one that I started with, because I didn't talk to this one.
Hey.
Is it you? You fucking asshole! You fucking dick! What are you doing? Why did you... Also, why did you have that other guy tell me it was that other guy? And none of this makes sense. I'm one of the two that tricked you. Yeah, why were there two liars for no reason? Why did you... By doing this, you know that Elise is, like, kidnapped and everything, right? Why does being able to identify your authority make it so that you trust me to do the next mission? It doesn't make sense.
That was incredible!
No, it was not! Sonic! Not incredible. No! I should save. I should really save. Let me see. How's the weather looking for tomorrow? Look at Arlington. It's looking like rain from noon to 6. Yeah, that's like prime theme
Sonic,
park
can you hear
hours.
me? Knuckles wants to see you. Head to the town's warehouse.
Well, it is like a 30% around 4 p.m., 30% around 2 p.m. Like, maybe go there, you can get a few hours in. I do have season pass now, so I can just go whenever I want. Price of fuel notwithstanding. That's like the main, cost to go to my local Six Flags now. As a result of, doing the membership. Which does cost a bit, but, you know, within, like, one parking and one, within, like, 2 parkings and 2 theme park visits, basically comes out even. And also, A couple days at Cedar Point, maybe a couple days at Kings Island. Works out. Alright. Is this another hub? This is a second hub. Shit, there's more hub to Solian. I guess this is New City. They said earlier that it was hit by a earthquake and that no one could move in there anymore. So it should look really devastated. It should look in terrible it should be in terrible shape. Let's find out. Let's see. Oh, it's normal. It's fine. The roads are clear. There's no traffic. 60 miles an hour. Oops, 60 miles an hour speed limits in the middle of a city with like one lane of maybe 2 lanes of traffic. 60 miles an hour with random roads that only allow for emergency vehicles. So you could just tear ass 60 miles an hour down this road that doesn't even go that long. You have to turn immediately. 60 miles an hour, really? No vehicles are allowed this way either, I guess. Maybe it's just ambulances. Maybe just ambulances are allowed here. And those emergency vehicles are allowed to go 60 miles an hour on account of they need to go rescue people. Sonic 06, maybe they didn't know what 60 meant. Maybe it's just for hedgehogs. Maybe 60 miles an hour is a pretty reasonable speed for a hedgehog to go, even mid-city. I mean, I'm not seeing any cars. There's no traffic. Again, it's only open to emergency vehicles, so presumably, if people were really hurting and really needing some emergency services, we would see, like, ambulances tearing ass around here at 60 miles an hour in the middle of a tropical city. In a tropical Venice-type city. I don't know about that. What does this fella have to say? This guy sounds like he fucked up his whole thing. That's too bad. There's a train station over here. I hear the wind coming through this hole. What's it connected to? The sewers? It's connected to the sewers. You guys have... That's nice. You have, like, elevated manholes. Luppy! Oh, I'm sorry. Don't be scared. That's a new greeting I came up with. I've combined lucky and happy into one word. Luppy. Why don't you try it? No. Luppy. I could say that. I could say that at the start of the next stream. If I said that on at the start of the next stream, would y'all remember? Remind me next Monday at 6:30 p.m. Luppy. It's a combination of lucky and happy. Okay, so Siri read that as lucky. Close enough. This guy looks exactly the same as the Luppy fella. I think I remember seeing later there's a bit... you know, for the life of me, I probably remember, like, from cultural osmosis from previous times I've seen this game played by one Dan Reichert. I think I remember, like, 2 things. And one of them is a dialogue of that dude saying, I invented a new word. It's Luppy Luppy. It's Luppy and it's Luppy. Both combined. Oh, warehouses, something going on there? Hey, what's going on? Apparently you can just go into the military warehouse and incur battle at the warehouse. Battle at the warehouse. Okay. I think that's a good sign. We're going into a battle at the warehouse? I don't know what the battle at the warehouse is, but If this is like a boss battle, that's cool. It's been a while since we had like this might be a side thing. I don't know if this is the way forward. Are these Eggman's robots? You know, Eggman's robots, they've been appearing all over. I don't necessarily... You can't necessarily take that to mean that this is the critical path. No? This could just be a side thing. In fact, I'm growing increasingly suspicious of side thing. The last thing that happened was we fought Silver, right? So we were probably gonna head into another level soonish. No? That's probably the next thing. Also, I should fucking remember to save. It is real goddamn important. We get out of here. We will do so immediately. You know, I've never liked in Sonic, in the 3D Sonics, having to attack an enemy multiple times with the homing. I feel like when you attack an enemy one time with homing, that feels pretty good. Having to do it like 3 times, it's like, after like a couple of homing attacks, it just feels like jank and nonsense. It just feels like, it just feels like a mistake. Even if it was obviously, usually, highly intentional. Like, one hit and done feels good. Hitting from one to the next feels good. Hitting the same enemy like 12 times in place just doesn't even make sense. Like, there should at least be like a, oh, I'm not vulnerable for a bit. I'm like dodging around, and now you can hit me again. You know, at least there should be like an interruption, or maybe like, oh, what if you know, Sonic pulled out a gun and shot him from the air or something, you know, like, you know, like a sequence of attacks would be cool, I think, or like a, weird how the rings get pushed around by physics. Like, if there were several moves that Sonic was using, each attack, I feel like that would be much cooler. Be a lot less, shaking my head. Yeah, this is definitely not it. This is definitely not the critical path. This is definitely more faffery.
Just made
right?
it.
Right? You can tell me, video game. There's not going to be a cutscene. We're supposed to meet up with Knuckles. Okay, right. That's what we're supposed to do right now. Meet up with Knuckles. So we're looking for Knuckles. Knuckles was not at the warehouse. Still, you know, maybe getting more rings is good for, Oh, he was at the... He is at the warehouse. This is where we were supposed to go. This was critical path. Okay! Are we heading into the 3rd level now?
I saw Eggman on the outskirts of the city.
Wow, that's nice.
Wanted me to give this to you.
Sonic the Hedgehog. If you want
Hello.
me to return the princess, you must give me your Chaos Emerald. Meet me at my base in White Acropolis.
He's pretty cocky.
What the fuck?
That's definitely a trap. I don't think
Knuckles was
Eggman
not
will
ready
honor
for
his
that.
agreement.
I'm going.
Sonic?
We're gonna
Since
kick his
Eggman went
ass,
to the trouble of
obviously.
telling me where Elise is, I think I should thank him personally.
Look at this band of cool dudes. Do you think we play as Knuckles at any point in this? In the next level, are we gonna have a Knuckles section? Are there like Rudes the Bat sections in like Shadow's campaign? What about Gamma, the robot? Who's in Silver's corner? I don't know. Maybe that like Tails part was just like a weird aberration. Maybe they started out with more chapters. Maybe they started out with everyone getting one and just had, you know, left over. Here's a Tails part. Where's the White Acropolis? We're asking a businessman where the White Acropolis is. Hello, dancing girl. Woman. Your hair looks like the girl who was on the roof. Or like a big sister. Or perhaps mother? Not like a big sister. Closer to big sister than mother, I think. I don't know. It does say woman and not girl. But Sonic is like 15, 16, so to him, anyone his age, young adults, you know, what is that cutoff point? She's a journalist. Okay, she's definitely adult. There's not like, I mean, unless, well, in cartoons sometimes there's like, you know, what's her face who hangs out with the Ninja Turtles? Is she supposed to be like 20? Or is she supposed to be like their age? How old are the Ninja Turtles? They're teenagers, duh. April O'Neil. Never did watch much of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Somehow missed it. Was this still on the air in the late 90s? I don't know. Somehow missed all that. It doesn't matter. We don't have to worry about her or how old these characters are supposed to be. Sonic, you want to have a romance with the princess girl? That happens, you know. I do think it's worth remembering that they are, like, kind of comparable in age. She is a lot taller than he is, though. A lot taller. I do think a human woman feels weirder than hedgehogs. Feels weirder than like a pink hedgehog who's cool and whatever. You know, that relationship makes more sense to me. Personally, I'm gonna save again just to be sure. Hey, you the Luppy guy? No, that's not the Luppy guy. I just destroyed the, one of the signs, so now we'll have... Are you Mr. Luppy? Yeah, there's Luppy. Hee. Shopping with my daughter again today. She treats me like I'm old and insists on carrying my bags. How nice. Jeez, Mom, just trying to be nice. What a nice, dutiful daughter. Wow. What about you, boy? Oh, there's some mechs over there. Is it because there's... Okay, I'm getting the feeling that the White Acropolis might be this way. Open the cave gate. Okay, I think we found the way to White Acropolis. We have to open the cave gate. I can put the controller down. I'm looking at that weather. I would really like to do it this week. You know, I've been in the mood for that sort of thing. Next week would be fine for Six Flags, if not this week. Yes, I know, Sonic. That's what the thing said. All the particle effects make it hard to see when we're done or not.
No sweat.
Hey, the gate's open, so it's done. Very good. Very good. Is now we going to world level 3? Now we're going to Act 3.
That was incredible.
The acts are so short, you know, I guess they have to space it all out with something. And, well, all this stuff that's in between the levels doesn't work all too terribly well, you know. Even for its time, you gotta remember that things like Hit and Run existed, you know, things like Spider-Man. Spider-Man is a better open world than this. Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 3? You know, I've never played Spider-Man 3 for the PlayStation 3. Was that only for the PlayStation 3? Hang on, was that Spider-Man 3 game also on, was it on 360? I have a 360. And I'm sure I have, you know, in any case, emulation has come a long way. You can play the games that previously you couldn't do again. Spider-Man 3. Game, please. game, please. Yes. 2005, yes. Not like a AI is thinking I'm asking about one that's releasing in 2025. That's the previous year. So yes, of course, no Marvel's Spider-Man 3 came out. The Google results are actually equally terrible. Like, I put in... Oh, wait, no, it put in 2020. It auto-corrected to 2025. I thought that was 2005. I'll put in 2006. There we go, it's 2007. Okay, well, the autocorrect confused it a bit. It was on PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and Wii? And Game Boy Advance? What? I'm sure those ones are not so open. Not so open world. You know, if we're looking for more bad games that I could play at some point in the future, I'd be curious, like, is like Spider-Man 3 as bad as much of a drop from Spider-Man 2 as we thought at the time, as like it was reported? Like, low-key, that game could be secretly okay, and we wouldn't know. Food for thought. Act 3, third level, White Acropolis. We're finally done fucking around, chasing down Elise. Elise just sort of disappeared with Eggman, and we had to faff around for like, it feels like an hour before getting back around to it. And here we are with some snowboarding. We're snowboarding. It feels not great. I say it doesn't feel good. You have literally zero air control, if you're wondering. You hit the stick in midair, nothing happens. You also seem to like lose tremendous amount of speed in midair. You can't. This is jumping. You lose speed immediately. And also, I think maybe you hold down to like charge it up or something, charge up how high you go. But like the higher you go, you know, the more you're just, I could stop cold turkey as well. This is a really shit snowboarding thing. It's worth noting, worth remembering, that Sonic already had snowboarding, and it worked really well. It worked okay. Worked better than this in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. It was fairly good, fairly decent, and everyone liked it and enjoyed it. Also, as the camera changed from looking back to looking forward, my stick direction, you know, switched from being forward to back, stopped on the spot immediately. That's fun. Thank you for that. It's always good to stop on the spot when dealing with a Indiana Jones style chase thing. And also I needed to jump there. First time the game actually requires a big old jump. And of course it's at the very end of a annoying sequence. Again with that. Again with that. Gotta say, this game sure is booty. Sure is booty. I'm enjoying playing it. Ah! Shit! Yeah, if you're like... These perspective switches are just... Play merry hell with the controls. I think we're done. You can do a sliding attack with the anti-gravity by hitting X and then X. True. This should be a good week, I'll say. You know, regardless, I've been talking a bit about wanting to do like a theme park day. Been kind of in the mood to get out there and walk around a theme park and go on some rides, even if it's just my local park for now. Cedar Point soon is my plan, but gotta go to Six Flags Over Texas, activate my Six Flags season pass type thing, so I can go to other Six Flags parks, including Cedar Point, with it, you know, included and whatnot. Oh, you just hit through the glass. I think I prefer a regular ass level to snowboarding, generally, but especially here. I will say, there's a lot of stuff coming out this week, a lot to be excited for. In particular, there's 007 Last Lights on Wednesday. There's Mina the Hollower on Friday, and I'm really excited about both of those games. You know, I love Hitman. And, you know, a new game from the guys that made Hitman. I'm very curious how that's going to be and how Hitman it is. I have not watched any of the footage, really. There's the switch. It was, like, not very well hidden. Whatever. I have not watched any of the, like, gameplay explainers or anything.
I'll go on from here.
Okay, if you want to, Tails. I guess it is kind of hard to proceed as a Sonic. I can't fly, so kind of out of luck. Whatever. Oh, shit. Do I need to, like, knock this down or something? No. I need to, like, land here and, like, fly up to here? I don't think so. Actually, I think I do need to have done that. That felt weirdly jank and not like it was intended, but hey, you know, whatever you gotta do to go forward. Whatever you gotta do to go forward in this game is what you gotta do to go forward, I guess. Gonna be a good week, and I'm looking forward to all that. Will be streams for all of those new games on their launch days, and the usual Mario Maker viewer levels has been moved to Thursday to accommodate Mina the Hollower. I'm very curious, like, what the deal is with 007 and how Hitman-y it is, how not Hitman-y it is. I think that's going to be a lot of fun, and, like, low-key, you know, GoldenEye aside, might be one of the best 007 games there's ever been. I mean, probably just immediately, based on the pedigree, gonna be top 2, right? I don't know, did anyone like the GameCube 007 games before they thought better of it and stopped doing 007 games? There were like a couple of 007 games for more of them, and then they sort of thought better of it and stopped doing 007 games for a while, other than explicitly GoldenEye. But, you know, I trust the Hitman team. I'm really excited to see what they've done, and I also trust the Shovel Knight boys, the Yacht Club, Yacht Club? Whatever they're called. And I'm looking forward to seeing Mina the Hollower. I'll say I'm not, like, the hugest fan of Shovel Knight. Like, I definitely... that sort of, like, difficult as hell 2D platformer with, you know, Souls-like elements isn't quite as much my jam as, like, a traditional 2D platformer. But, you know, that's not what this is. This is more of like a Zelda. And I like a Zelda. You know, I'm not like the hugest Mega Man fan, so, like, Shovel Knight, the tree it's barking down, is not, like, my favorite thing to begin with. I do sometimes feel playing the Shovel Knight games that the levels go on a bit too long, but that's just me not really vibing with the Mega Man of it. But I like Zelda. I like 2D Zelda. And, shit, man. I can always go for a really solidly executed, well put together 2D Zelda, and I'm hoping that's what Mina is. with a cool art style, yes, and am I supposed to like jump onto that without destroying it? Maybe. Am I supposed to destroy all the watchtowers or something? Maybe kill all the dudes. Is that where we came? I guess you'd be able to tell by looking at the blast panels. They were going that way, so that is the way. But we fell, so...
I'll take it from here.
Oh, great. We're at the start of the section. Joy. Joy. Lovely. That's all exciting. I'll also say again, by the way, Bubsy from last week, good game. Really enjoyed Bubsy. Still enjoying Bubsy. I've been playing a fair bit of, I haven't been really playing that much since I beat it on stream on Thursday. It's a really short game, but I think it's fun. And I went in and did a little bit more exploring, found some more collectibles in one of the levels that I didn't like 100%, and, you know, those major objectives, those major collectibles can be hidden with a good degree of like extra routes that you don't go through normal style, so kind of worth poking around and doing all those and stuff, I think. Definitely worth the time, the investment, the energy. Probably be playing more Bubsy. And probably by the end, probably get like a couple more hours out of it, which I think helped to make it a more reasonable get. I will say that for the 3 hours that it lasted on stream, it was fun, and I would recommend it, honestly. I would recommend Bubsy 4D. It's the first Bubsy game that's ever been good, which is interesting. First Bubsy game that's ever been worthwhile like at all. Isn't that something? Isn't that interesting? Isn't that, Congratulations to Bubsy, what can I say? Hopefully people don't, overlook while they're thinking about Mina the Hollower and, 007 Last, Light. Also been playing the Yoshi book. That game is real nice and chill. I've been, just going through that off stream. Not really, I'm not really interested in making that one a stream game or nothing. I think that one will be better as just a, oh, you can't go over that fence, and also you die if you try. Shit. I thought with the height I'd be able to get... I should have been able to get through over it. You know, I guess I can't blame the game for, like, preventing a cheese, but it prevented a cheese in a way where I died when... in so doing. Rude. Rude. It's fine. We didn't lose that much progress. We still do have to be worried about losing, about gaming over. So every life does matter. It is important, etc. Yoshi Book's pretty damn good. I like it. I'm pretty, positive on it and all that. I've been enjoying just going through the levels. If you don't know how Yoshi Book goes, basically it's just like, okay, here's like a dude, here's like a weird interactable dude, and you just sort of see, oh boy, great, that was the end of the level. Fuck yes. The way Yoshi Book works is that there's like every level is centered around a weird dude, and you sort of like experiment with how they... with how you can interact with them, and how they can interact with the environment. You give them a ride, you pick them up, you eat them. It's pretty good. Your favorite game? This one or Yoshi Book? Yoshi Book, I would feel like would be more reasonable, but also it is pretty new for that. So far it's been a bit rough, I'll say. We've gotten through the third mission though. Very nice. Project 06, that version of it. Yeah, we're playing the original in all its roughness. I feel like, you know, if I'm going to play a bad game on stream, I'll play the original version, and hopefully any amount of suffering that gets inflicted as a result of that is like fun. It's like good content, you know? That's sort of my perspective on it. I love Sonic Adventure 2.
You better
If
not
that
move.
makes it more like Sonic Adventure 2, maybe we should check that out at some point, like the updated version, or I could just play it on my AYN Thor or something.
Place it there.
Don't do it. She said no. It is just 1 emerald. It is just 1 emerald out of 7.
Huh? What?
Could have started by doing this.
It's no use. It's too powerful.
This
for you
is
to
a plot
overcome.
point from Star Wars Episode 3. This is a plot point from Star Wars Episode 3.
Is the Solaris prototype.
Episode 3 was out at this point, right? Revenge of the Sith?
With this machine,
2005. Yeah, it was out for a year.
the flow of time itself.
Apparently we're going back. Imagine if we were suddenly babies and somehow I didn't know about Baby Sonic for 20 years and no one talked about it. Has there ever been a Baby Sonic?
By my glorious invention to another time. Who knows where they'll end up? It could be in the distant past or far future. But my machine still requires some fine-tuning.
I guess that's how
What my
we're gonna go to the
machine
future
needs
and we're
in
gonna
order to
meet
be
Silver
complete
there.
Is your power.
And
Yes, I can finally complete my plan.
we're gonna piss him off
Now that I
and
have the
go
Chaos
back to the
Emerald
past and he's gonna come
and
with us.
you,
And then he's
the
going to be like, hey, you're the bad guys,
princess
right?
of Soliana. That's all I need to revive the flames of disaster. And with its power, I will be able to control everything.
Such an uncanny
and rule the
Eggman.
world.
I don't like to look at him. In the Project 06, do they
You would
like
be
upgrade the
wise to remain
models?
on my good
Do
side.
they make changes there? Also, like with Project 06, does it like run on? I'm curious about that. Does it like run on an AYN Thor? It is available on Windows, built in Unity. Wait, built on Unity? Was the original game also built in Unity? Was Unity around in 06? That seems so early for Unity. So I think probably just a PC port built in Unity. Unity was first announced and released in June 2005. Oh, wow. So it existed. Is Sonic 06 in Unity? The original Sonic
Who's
06?
here? I didn't expect to see you guys.
Rouge! Shadow!
That was heavily like,
Long time no see.
was that heavily right panned in the right ear? It sounded weird. Sounded weird. Let me see. Oh. Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, I need Sonic the Hedgehog disambiguation.
Far removed from our own timeline.
Sonic Adventure, Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 video game.
Then that means Eggman's machine can control time.
Yeah.
Eggman's got some nerve dropping us here.
Now,
I don't think it was
how can we
Unity.
get back to our own time.
You need a
He
space-time
used
rift, but this
Havoc
requires a
physics
lot of
engine.
energy. I see. You mean using your chaos control will... Yes, but that alone is insufficient.
How can you port
Okay,
something
Shadow.
that wasn't
Looks
Unity
like we
to
need
Unity?
work together.
I guess you can do that. You can like remake. Is it a port or is it a remake? Can you if it's a remake, I understand switching from one engine to another, but otherwise seems weird. Fourth level. Apparently we're in the fourth level all of a sudden. Cool. Was that all like cutscene in between the third and the fourth level? I guess?
The whole city's on fire.
I did save, right? It did save in between with all those cutscenes and all that. Let's do it. There's 9 levels in this, and in this campaign, I think it'd be nice to finish 4 tonight, and that would put us on track for definitely beating this in 3 streams. Or maybe it wouldn't, depending on the difficulty and the amount of trial and error I might have to do for future levels. So let's aim to beat this one and then call it a night, if that all makes sense. Oh, this is like the this is all like the future, right? Yeah, we had the whole cutscene where we were going to the future, and Eggman was like, "Yeah, they're going to the future." I don't fucking know where. Don't ask me.
The whole city's on fire. Yes.
I don't fucking know. And yeah. I will say I appreciate that in between these last couple levels, between these 2 levels, there's no faffing about in the city. There's whenever I'm not just faffing about in the city, well, there's certainly things about these levels that are making me that are a struggle, but I, on the whole, feel better about the levels than the city faffing. At least I know where to go. Forwards. Okay, just forwards again. I don't know if I'm, like, heading towards a pit or nothing. I don't know if I need to, like, be getting onto these rails. We're figuring it out. We got through the first section. A loading screen is a good sign. Excellent. Excellent. Should be a good week. Should be a good week. If not Six Flags, I'm sure I'll have plenty of fun with all those new games, and I'll go Six Flags next week sometime. The schedule that I have right now... Oh, come on! What the hell was that? Please, start me. Yes, good. That was a checkpoint, at least. I'm not touching the stick now. Okay, don't touch the stick or you will die. Ah! The rail switching is not automatic! You don't just jump a predetermined distance like in Sonic Adventure 2 or any good Sonic game. Okay, I'm gonna switch rails as I'm gonna stay the course. I'm gonna hope for the best. Please don't, please don't make me switch rails.
The whole city's on fire.
Yes, but I'm more worried about me and the rail that I'm on. As long as, my rail is safe, I'm happy. We have, just 1 life left, so we die 2 more times, we're cooked. Keeping eyes open, full attention. I remember, you know, I've been mentioning that I watched, years ago, I watched Blight Club, I watched Dan Reichert play this. I remember he got stuck. He got pretty damn stuck on some levels in here. For like, you know, whole hours, whole streams maybe, if I'm remembering right. And also one time he forgot to save and had to redo a level. You know, I have learned from that, and will not be forgetting to save at the very least. But like, I do remember a hellish level being one of the ones he had trouble with. Was it this one? Who knows? Maybe it was in another campaign. Maybe it was a whole different one. You know, I bet this game has like 10 archetypes, and each of the 3 characters does them once. So it could be, or who knows? Maybe they do it multiple times. Maybe, who could say? Maybe that was Sonic's or Shadow's or Silver's version that was all fucked up. Maybe this one's nice. Maybe we'll go through this one and it'll be nice and clean. Another load screen. That's a good sign. We're going fast, folks. It has also only been 2.5 hours since we started, which I think is a good pace. I will say also, I think that Blight Club generally goes for less long. You know, Blight Club is usually like 2 hours long. I usually go for like 3 or 4. I'm thinking tonight we get past the 4th one here, and I'll be satisfied. I'll be happy. I'll you know, be willing to cut it off, and you know, we'll return next week to continue. I am worried, you know. I don't know that I can really expect, like, okay, I do 3 levels now in 3 hours, 2.5. I'm not really sure that I could say, like, okay, so 2 hours for 3 levels, is that the pace that we can expect? Can I just do 3 streams and you know, not do a little bit extra time? Or would it be best to, like, you know, get your shit in and make sure to be making all the progress I can? What the hell is that? How come he didn't die when I dashed him? We're pretty deep in this level. I mean, I say we're pretty deep. The timer stands to differ. The timer says we're 4 minutes in. So really, this is not that much to replay, I guess, is the thing to think about. The thing to hold in the heart. Relax. We're doing good. We have 2 lives left. Maybe we'll get more. This is going well. And I think we started with 3 lives, so if we restart, end up with 5 lives again, we'll be feeling even better about our odds. We'll be in good shape. Yeah.
That tornado's carrying a car.
The tornado is throwing cars at us. How often has that been a thing that you could say? Probably pretty often. Tornadoes do that sort of thing.
That tornado's carrying a car.
I was holding up because up was the direction I was running, and up, when the camera was sort of shifting around, meant that I went to the right, meaning that I went into the fucking fuck. When it said White Acropolis, it meant the end of White Acropolis, right? Yes, good. Okay, we're going back into that fire level again. That was pretty far. That was pretty fucking far. The way that camera, I'll say I think the camera has been pretty nice to us this stream, generally. Wait, was Shadow there? Stop touching the controller. Yeah, clearly that's a bad thing to do. You don't want to touch the controller. Don't want to hold on to things. If you push it in a direction when it's expecting you to be like just hands off, you will die in this. In case in point, there's like at least one case where we need to remember that for in the rail grinding part of this business. Frame rate. We just missed that one up. Ah. Well, I hope that someone's having... I hope that y'all are enjoying this at least, and, I mean, I'll say, like, part of me does, like... Part of me is enjoying this insofar as, like, you know, it's in so much as, it's in so bad as, it's so bad it's good, right? Like, it's just enjoying dealing with the bullshit of it. Was that... I had rings! I had rings! I took a hit, I lost my rings, and then I took a second hit? What? Against the same dude? That's not fair. I'm enjoying, like, contending with the bullshit, and when I... 1-up was right there again. And when I do beat a level, it does feel pretty good. I do feel pretty satisfied, and, you know, there is something to playing bad games, provided it's not, like, boring bad. You know, this is not boring bad. This is, like, actively bad. This is, like, oh, come the fuck on bad. This is, like, hilariously bad, you know? And I like that. I like hilariously bad? Yes, I like hilariously bad, question mark. I don't know, like, how many hilariously bad games I've played in my life. I feel like most of the games I played have been more like, just boring, bland bad. Outrageously bad is, can be a good time under the right conditions. Tell me this lands. Okay, good. And again, I just do not want to touch the controller. Do not want to take any unnecessary risks. I can just get right off one rail to the next without even hitting the stick. We have more lives than we had last time. I'm feeling pretty good. Hilariously bad. I like hilariously bad. And, this is doing that. And it's also, you know, I'm able to get through it. I'm having, what the Giant Bombs boys call, the Giant Bomb crew call proggies. I'm making progress. I'm not getting stuck. I'm not getting frustrated. I'm, you know, the deaths and the game overs, you know, they've been minor losses at best, you know, the loss of like 5 minutes. I feel like I was, you know, I've definitely played games on stream where I was more frustrated with them as far as like losing progress goes. In particular, the one game that I think of is Uncharted 2. I did Uncharted 2 on stream like 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago, and man, during those some late game parts, I was just fucking on edge. I was tilted. I was fucking struggling and just telling myself like, okay, don't lower the difficulty, just we can do this, we can do this. Eventually I did, but man, I definitely was probably about as mad as I've ever been on stream, and that game's great. Well, maybe it might have some I'll say I think that Uncharted 2 might have some, I say it might have some, it has some difficulty, some difficulty spikes. It has some definite issues there, I would say. Fucking, what was that? I don't know if folks would agree. Maybe I'm just, maybe I just struggled with it. Uncharted 4, definitely the best Uncharted game, I would say. There we go, we got onto the right rail that time. Some real fuckery. Alright. Frame rate. 4 lives going into this, this third, fourth part of the level. Feeling pretty good. My knee hurts. I heard the other day, I saw a YouTube short saying that they invented some sort of, like, injection or pill that is like a protein that suppresses the gene that makes it so that you can't regrow your knee tissue, your cartilage. Apparently they've tested it in rats and stuff, and they're testing it in humans now, and with the rats, those fuckers, they regrew their cartilage in between their old rat knees. So their old mice knees. I guess they're mice, not rats. So that's pretty exciting. That's pretty I look forward to the day when I can regrow my knee cartilage because I feel like often I sometimes have, you know, the knees, they hurt. My knees hurt sometimes, and it sucks. And I know that that's just a thing traditionally you have to live with for the rest of your life. I hope, you know, in addition to knee stuff, knees are bad, obviously, but also there's like hand arthritis, you know, there's repetitive stress injuries, and as a gamer, as a software engineer, as whatever it is I'm trying to be, you know, while the job market's all busted for software engineers, I'm probably going to get like the severe hand arthritis, right? Like, how the hell, you know, people 5-10 years older than me, like you're that are like gamers and game journalist people and all that, how do they deal with that? How do you deal with that? Do you just live with it? Do you take anything? Right, yes, the hurricane part. The evil hurricane. Okay. The jump is really delayed here. Feels pretty delayed and very low. Right, no, don't just the... It's holding up on the thing.
That tornado's carrying a car.
That can kill you. That must have gotten Dan a couple times, right? That has to have gotten Dan on Blight Club back when he did this part, right? That had to be, has to be. Why make me look this way? What the fuck was that?
That tornado's carrying a car.
I can't see. I can't control Sonic if you're gonna look that way. Regardless if I'm up on my rings or not. What the fuck was that one? A fucking bit of debris from the side got me? As well as boxes that were totally destroyed. Sometimes I'm running right through cars. Other times, not so much. And one hit, and I'm pretty much, jump. Ah! Where are the rings? Where are the rings? I can't see the rings. I don't know what's forward. How am I supposed to? Come on. I enjoy a little fuckery. I enjoy a little fuckery. Fuckery in moderation is best. I prefer... jank in moderation is best, actually. I like it when it's bad, but you gotta be a little reasonable. This is a long level. It's not a long level. It's like 4 minutes. Relax and just execute, and we'll get back there soon enough, and then we'll get through that whole part, and then we will save. I will save. I will absolutely save, and we'll be done for the night. Here we go again. Third try is the charm. This time we got the one up. Hell yeah, let's go. That is going to help a lot in our efforts to not die. Fuckery in moderation is pretty good. Unfortunately, you know, I'm thinking now, I always have to think about, shit. What the fuck? Hey, how about I quit? And I restart so I can get that one up again. Let's play this smart. Let's play this smart. We don't want to lose a life before before we have to. I do have to think about a VOD title, and it's always good to have something, relevant. Tells you whereabouts, how far into the thing we got. Fuckery in moderation, unfortunately, YouTube probably wouldn't like as a VOD title. It would take offense to that. The word fuck. It doesn't like the word fuck, unfortunately. It's fine with it in the actual contents of the video, but if you do put it in the title, it's going to be like, okay, this is only for adults. It's adults only. And mind you, it's like, okay, well, I do think that you shouldn't be like a small tyke or whatever, watching me do stuff, etc. There is a certain, parental guidance suggested, but, kids swear worse than I do. I think it probably should be said. I think I saw someone saying that the other day. They're like, oh yeah, probably kids swear worse than I do, swear worse than we do. Then again, I also saw someone saying that, like, apparently, I saw people, apparently, like, what's the generation after Zoomers? I don't know if it's Zoomers or Gen Alpha or whatever, but, like, younger people now are, like, putting in, like, DIH into, in comments, sort of, like, self-censoring themselves, doing, like, DIH instead of dick, or bitch. BIH, bit or dick. And it's like, okay, that's interesting. Is it like a self-censor, or is it like a fear of moderation of like shadow banning? Because like our generation, the millennials and all that, we don't give a fuck. We're gung-ho. We are aware that like 10 years ago, TikTok started being a thing and allegedly had a lot of that shadow bannery going on, but we were too set in our ways at that point to change. It was too late for us. We're not adjusting the whole way that we speak in casual. No fucking way. It's the way the internet was to start, and by God, it'll be the way that it continues if we have anything to do with it. But it sounds like the young people are going in a different direction. Also, again, as far as them going in a different direction, like, yeah, it makes sense for them to do something different from their parents, in which, in this case, we are talking about the millennials, We are talking about my generation, the parents. If I do start over, it does cost a life, okay. Okay, just quit. Let's just quit and do another fresh one. Let's do another fresh one. We don't have to do it every time, but we should at least do it after 2. And it just costs a little bit of a load, a little bit of another load, and a little bit of a third load, and that's all fine and good. Lots of loads. Lots of loads! The VOD title could have something to do with load screens. Honestly. Could have something to do with loading. Now loading. Now loading. Now loading. Now loading. Save that. Save that one for you can save that one. That one can be for a later VOD. Loading will always be a thing. Then again, this game will continue to get more hard, more bullshit, more etc. to the point where, like, yeah, it will make sense. Also, I suppose it is worth considering that, there'll maybe be 3 streams of Sonic, maybe 3 streams of Shadow, 3 streams of, 3 streams of Silver. Like, put all that together, that's a lot of VODs that need names, So, probably will have a opportunity to express the idea of, oh, this is bullshit. And perhaps even the quotient of bullshit is only rising. And right now, it's pretty benign. Like, this is as benign as it's getting. As benign as it's getting. That's actually a good VOD title, actually. As benign as this is going to get. There we go. We got through the first segments on a single try with an extra life. That's what we gotta do. Excellent, good, etc. I'll say we haven't gone 3 hours yet. We still haven't passed the 3-hour mark. We're making good progress. We're making good pace. We're well on track to finish this within 3 streams, depending on like how malicious and evil the next couple are. I'll say like we'll get through this level, and I guess if there's a boss, maybe we'll do the boss. If there's like a boss immediately, we'll find a good stopping place. I'm sure there's got to be a good stopping point like very soonish. Again, I'm not touching the controller here. I'm playing it very safe. Whew. I remember the hurricane this time, so it can't surprise me again. Sometimes when you get like sprung and flung and like zipped around, it's feels like a sudden cut, you know? Feels like just 2 frames even. You know, feels like a matter of like 1 frame. Really, really jank. I don't like to look at it that much. A little unpleasant. Okay. Carefully, not touching the stick. There we go. So basically, whenever we're not in control, we want to be not touching the stick so as to... Yeah, even then, it's best not to touch the stick. Hands off the stick. Very unnatural to me. Usually, my hands are always on the stick. I'll say we have 7 lives. Even after that death, we have so many. We have a lot more than we've had previously. You know, basically just 2 over the default amount, but we're in a pretty good way to be able to take a bunch of tries on this dude, on the... What the hell happened there? What the hell is happening? Again, don't touch the stick. Don't touch the stick, don't touch the stick, don't touch the stick. Don't touch the controller. Hands off. Just let Sonic do his thing and put the hands on when he asks you to. Like right now. Okay, Sonic, I got you. Checkpoint down here. All right. There's a spring in this box. That takes me up here most of the time, so long as I don't touch the stick. Some of these effects are coming in from, like, right side of the headphones, huh? Right side of the audio pan. Hope y'all don't mind that sort of, like, audio panning. Typically, like, audio panning like that is the reason why, for ages, I just had my computer on mono sound, just mixing everything together, because, you know, some certain music, some certain, like, old music from ages ago was mixed in that way, like game music, etc. Or whatever. And like to get away from like, you know, a drummer in my right ear, I went to mono exclusively. Maybe now that's less of a problem. Hell, maybe even those older like, maybe even some of those older songs got like remixed a little bit, so that would be less of an issue. It'd be cool if that happened. I really don't know that much about, nor have I ever, like, re-upped my music. I bet if you're getting it off, like, Spotify or whatever, probably you get a version that's, like, remastered and all that. Right? I don't know. I don't know that I need a remastering, but I would like it if, I would like, whenever that is, that left-right dichotomy is so stark, I think you need to reevaluate and remember that, like, sound does hit the other ear eventually. I mean, I guess the thing is, like, the difference between, like, headphones and, like, speakers, right? Speakers, it's fine, you know, right side, left side, it's all the same, but when you're using headphones, it's like, there's a little drummer in your ear. Hate that. Hate that. I think I currently the mono setting must have gotten disabled at some point. Also, I know that the capture isn't capturing that way, so it's probably better to, you know, hear it as it is rather than how I would like it to be. I also know that there are games where, like, that does matter, and I just sort of I give up that. I just deal with not being able to like do that in games. You know, like whatever. That tornado's carrying a car. Hang on a second. Let me ban a chatbot and all that.
Tornado's carrying a car.
Oh my god, I just went through all those rings. Okay, hang on. We got some rings. We're surviving. Oh! The camera swapped back and that killed... My god. The camera swapped back at just the wrong time while I had no rings, and I ran to a wall, and that really hurt Sonic. Relax, we have plenty of lives. This time, we got it. Okay, I'm at the right place to get these. No, I'm not quite. I think there's some rings right here. I'm starting to, like, memorize where the rings are, which, sucks to have to do. This is a sucky bit. This is a sucky bit. This is also as benign as the game is going to get, considering that this is just level 4. It's going to get more bullshit from here. I feel like this is the run. I can see the cars coming and kind of dodge them. Unless there's, like, fucking a wheel. In which case, all bets are off. We did it! That took, like, 3 tries. Things are not getting easier from here, are they? Ugh. So are we going back to the past now, or, a boss fight, or what? I'll say, if there is a boss fight, we are going to do the boss fight. If we get set out to a hub area, what would that be, like, destroyed Soliana? I don't even know. Shadow is unlocked. We could bounce around between the episodes if we wanted. But, I think it makes more sense to do all of one and then all of the next, etc.
No matter where we go, all we see
Let's see what happens next.
How can this be our future?
Is it a, boss fight, or, keep this door closed? Is that a freezer?
If I eliminate that guy, will our world be saved?
That's like a shadow bot.
Day of disaster. Here are my records of this event.
There continue to be...
This was when
okay.
Iblis was freed, and his flames were released into the world.
Is that a shadow robot? Is that like a fake shadow?
And
Has
you
like
have this
white
person
hair
to
highlights.
blame.
Was that one of the multiplayer shadows from Shadow the Hedgehog? I played Shadow the Hedgehog a few weeks ago, or like a month or 2 ago, and there were a bunch of alternate shadows in the multiplayer mode, where they had like red strike, an orange strike, and a couple of them were more robotic. I don't think that was one of them, actually. I think there was just 2 human, 2 organic
I'll send us
ones,
back
a
in
red
time
and an
to the
orange,
point when
and then a bunch of
Iblis
robots.
was alive.
It's like an upgraded version of one of those robots, I guess. I think probably one of them had gray. Let me see. Let me fucking see.
What the? Who was that guy? He looked just like Shadow.
He was like an evil shadow, yeah.
This is terrible.
Let me see if I can find what that dude looked like. Did a short of it the other day, a while ago, so I can just scroll back and find it. That multiplayer mode.
This incident was 2 days after the Festival of the Sun.
What?
We will return in time. Elise will die on board Eggman's battleship. That means...
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Are you getting any audio from this? Hopefully not. Let me see. Did I include the... Yeah, character select screen. Yeah, hang on. After the
You guys
cutscene.
are so
Sorry, I'm not paying attention here. I should be paying attention there. There's Shadow. There's Rouge. She has an emerald. Chaos Emerald.
I may not look it, but I'm a
What's
real
Knuckles doing
treasure
here?
hunter.
Why is he
Unlike
here?
a certain
Isn't he after the
echidna I
Master
know.
Emerald? Is it broken again?
What?
Did he just leave that at home? Is it
Have you
involved
guys
in the
discovered
story?
Anything?
Yeah.
Have we?
I received a signal indicating there's a Chaos Emerald here, but
You mean we've got to go through there?
If you don't like it,
The
you
voice
can stay
acting of her
here.
changed
You've
at some
got
point
to
between
be
Sonic
kidding.
Adventure 2
Don't
and
be late.
here. I like her original voice actress
Same
more.
to you.
I bet when she's in the movies, it'll sound more like that, won't it? Because that's like slightly more modern. Hell, I think she's probably gone through like 1 or 2 more voice actress shifts, so maybe it sounds entirely different. Maybe that's that like chat was talking about earlier. There's like a fake Sonic later who's like Sonic, but he has gray shoes. Did we get to save? Is this another level? Shit. Here's what I was talking about. Look, there's the six multiplayer Sonics. There's the red, there's a yellow, more of a yellow than an orange, I guess, and then 4 robot ones that are silver in color. We are just passing the 3-hour point. I think what I would like to do is do 1 attempt of this. Let's do 1 attempt on this. We have 6 lives, and if we lose them all, that'll be it for tonight. We'll get a good college try on this level, and then we will end. And yeah, let's just do 1 attempt on this level. This is the 5th level. What's it called? I don't know that a name popped up. And let me look at the guide, I guess. Here, you can see the guide too. I'll show my phone some more. I found this guide randomly. So we went through Act 1. We went through the first battle. Act 2, second boss battle. Some town crap. The 3rd level. Then we went to the 4th level here. And now we're at Flame Core. Flame Core. And I did see a bit of that said it's mostly self-compelled. So, interesting. Again, it's Flame Core. Flame Core is the name of this one. Let's do it. 1 go-round Flame Core. If this goes perfectly, we'll make an extraordinary amount of progress, I think, for the first stream. Hell, maybe we'll be on track to do this by next week. That's, we probably shouldn't be betting on that. We probably should be, probably don't touch the controller here. I'm betting.
Not to fall off here.
Probably can let it do itself. Nope, he's not turning.
If I use a homing attack on that monster, I'll be able to reach the other side.
Okay, good news. Lava is nice. Lava is not an instant death like sand. Lava is nicer than sand.
Okay.
All right. This is going good. This is going good.
Lava shoots up from that fiery ground.
And if after this if this were to kick me into another level, we would call it. We would call it a night. A boss, I'd do a boss, but not another level. I mean, I guess I could scroll real fast and see if there's another level after this or what. I could look at that guide again real fast. Okay, when he's got a little bulging weak point on him, he's good to be attacked. First life. Oh, we didn't get a checkpoint that whole time. I feel like we, you know, I feel like some of these cases we're making good progress, but we're like,
Woohoo! What a view!
I don't know, Sonic. I don't know, Sonic.
Gotta be careful not to fall off here.
I'm not sure, like, once we lose speed, is that what's making it so it's not, like, automatic, or if we were to be going at full speed, would we be... I don't know. Uh-oh. There's no charge attack anymore. There's no charge attack anymore, so I can't, like, do a big... I get stuck somewhere like that, I just have to run. I just have to walk as fast as I... Again, don't hold the controller. Don't touch the controller. Don't interact at all. Any sort of input can throw off Sonic and result in him just running off a goddamn cliff.
What a view!
Just let him do his business, and he will do the thing. Unless he slows down to this point, at which point I take control. Maybe it's best not to take speed boosty boosts for no reason. Also, I do see a little bit of weird artifacty type stuff at the top of the screen. Let me say, that's in the game. That seems to be the actual Xbox doing that. It's not like a stream capture issue. It's normal. It's the game. This was still the era of you know, this was still the era of SD TVs, pretty much. You know, obviously, at this point, it could run in HD, and that's cool and all, but I bet there was a lot of still development going on where they didn't necessarily look at, like, the very top, the very side of the screen, and was expecting you to not be able to see a bunch of it. That could really, you know, nowadays that you often do it through other things that are perfect at full screen, you know, don't have parts of the image cut off. Nowadays, that they don't cut off parts of the screen so often, it's kind of screwy, you know. You'll have games where it's like, okay, well, the tops and bottoms are both cut off a bit, and that's just the way it was originally. Live with it. And different N64 games will have different active parts of the screen. You know, really, you could probably crop them all as tight as a SD television would be, and it would be probably more optimal and more safe, but yeah. You're not seeing anything? It was brief, it was quick, like... I'll tell you if I see... Oh crap, right, shit! I forgot that I had chance to live there. I thought I was just dead. Sorry.
Just gonna collapse any minute.
I say artifacting, what I really mean was, it looked like the fog effect. Let me be more clear, because I should use words where people can understand what I mean. I meant there was sort of a fog effect, and it looked like it ended, like, before the top of the screen. Hey, maybe it's just something where my television has a little bit of burn-in at this point. My 4K TV has gotten to the point where it has some burn-in, especially where You know, I use it for my PC. Like, see there, when it was shaking? Did you see that? Look at the top there. Look at the top there. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about when I say some weirdness. See that? You saw that? Let me stand right there again to reproduce it. Wow. You know, maybe this was something they could see at the time. They just, I guess it has something to do with the screen shake effect. I understand these things are difficult, you know. I'm learning Godot myself right now. I know that pretty much everything in game development is hard. Takes time. Probably multiple passes, iteration, as it were. Let me say, by no means am I saying that, like, oh, you know, these people are terrible and they did and I, you know, think they ought to be maligned. It's like, no, it's just a bad game. They probably just didn't have time in the oven. It's probably new technologies that they only half knew what to do with. It's probably they tried something, it didn't work, and they didn't have time to say, oh, fuck this. Or the leeway to say, oh, fuck this, you know. Sometimes, obviously, you know, big studios just gotta move forward with what they got. That area looked like a lot like previous area we've seen before, but it obviously was not. Oh, good save, good save, good save. What is the spring? Where are we going? We're landing here. I forgot Sonic went to hell in this. Basically hell. Cool, it's cool. I like it. I don't know. Let's not. Why are we heading into the volcano? Where are we going? We're after a Chaos Emerald? Will the Chaos Emerald let us go back to the past and be back in Soliana? I bet it will. I bet it will. And we'll tell them, like, oh, she's still kidnapped and everything. And also we're down one Chaos Emerald. But hey, we have talked it over with Silver and Shadow, and they're both cool now. I don't think we're gonna have another fight with them. Probably. Maybe. I don't know, like, how exactly we bended bridges with. Maybe just Amy explained it, you know? Amy is, real nice and cool and chill, and she's probably like, no, man, it's fucking Eggman who you're supposed to be mad at or something. I don't know. What are you after? What do you want? Are you trying to protect the princess? Ugh. Like the... There we go. Got on the rail, but it sent me the wrong way. That was close. That was nearly, it.
Yes.
Oh, we've been on this level a while. I say that. We've been in this level 5 minutes. Could this be it? Could this be the attempt? Could this be the try? Are we doing this? Is this the run? I wonder. How...
Concentrate your power on the light, and it will show you the way.
What, Sonic? You mean... Are you talking about how it's dark and shit? It is pretty dark. I don't... A dark level in a 3D platformer. You don't see that many dark levels in 3D platformers, I'll say. They happen sometimes. I feel like more often you see the type of level where it's like, oh, there's not platforms until, like, you hit a switch, or like, you know, Mario Galaxy style, a light makes the platforms appear. You know, those levels where the... Or, like, you know, the levels where the, like, sprinkler is, like, bouncing around, the water feature, and it's, like, leaving platforming in its wake. I feel like that sort of level, as weird and specific as it sounds, is more common than, like, a traditional dark level. Maybe this is not a dark level. Maybe this is just poorly lit. And, it just happens to be you can't see dick.
Yes. No.
It is worth noting, time-wise, that every time we die, we do lose our, we do lose the time resets on the thing. So, like, as far as every try taking 5 minutes, the final try take 5 minutes, you know, all the tries in between, they do add up, you know. Okay. Wait, no, I need to jump. I need to... There we go. That somehow worked. Again, I'll say, this is benign as it's getting. This is benign. This is as benign as it's going to get. And already, things are somewhat, fucky. And already, things are, yeah.
What?
What does this say, by the way? I hate how when you land on the lava...
Concentrate your power on the light,
Yeah,
and it
so
will show
concentrate
you
your
the
power on the light. Okay, okay. Just hit the balls. I hate how your rings go below the stage and then you can't get them anymore. That's, that blows. It really does. I wonder if that Project 06 does run well on, well enough on, like, an AYN Thor. I would play Sonic 06 on AYN Thor, but, like, patched up and shit. Does it have a Linux version? If it has a Linux or, you know, whatchamacallit. It has, like, a version that's made to work on the, shit. Wait, do these expire? Is the goal here to hit all 3 within a certain time window? Oh, that blows. That really sucks, especially because we're losing the rings, so there's not, like, more rings. Also, this is at the end of a huge fucking section.
No.
God. I'm not missing, like, a checkpoint or nothing, am I? I'm missing a checkpoint, you can tell me. I won't stop chat from, helping. It's not a rule. A little bit of backseating, I don't mind, but it's, you know, to your own discretion, of course. You don't have to do it, of course. And, shit! I got a feeling that this might be it for this week. I got a feeling that we might have seen the last of, we might have seen, you know, a taste of what's to come. We still got 3 more lives. We still got the, you know, we have 2 more lives, which accounts to 3 tries, including this one. But, I don't know, man. I don't know.
What?
What indeed? Let's just relax and get it done. You know, just run. Why is there no guy on that platform this time? Don't make sense.
Yes.
Hard to see where the end of each platform is. God damn it. That was not fast. What? It broke? What? Oh, I guess when it's unactivated, it breaks. And it's just, like, not there for a bit. Which is really inconvenient for trying to do them all, like, staggered like this. You know, I gotta, like, come back and maybe we should wait for it to reset. Like, this lag time in between the things might prove to be a bit of a problem. thing I can say for sure is I think that, going after the... I got... We gotta go left at the fork. Going through the moving platforms, that was slow. We got all coming down to these last few attempts, these last 2 lives. I'm assuming that I'm understanding this right. If I'm understanding this wrong, you can tell me. I won't mind. I'll allow it. Every time. I think you got this. I don't think you got this tonight. We'll see. But yeah, it basically comes down to this. Stakes are high, and I am confused. The stakes are high, and I am confused. That's not a bad VOD title, but I think we already found the VOD title a little bit earlier with the as benign as it's getting.
Concentrate your power on the light, and it will show you the way.
More importantly, do everything in a nice, orderly fashion. Try not to fall, also. Like, that little bit of time lost, you probably can't afford it. Honestly. There's the third. Are we getting it? Well, I opened a part with a checkpoint. Hey! Whatever, I don't know. We did it! Did we do it? I don't know what's going on next. I don't know where we're going. I don't know, like, how this level ends. We at least got past that section. I feel pretty good. Oh boy, it's a Knuckles section. Oh. New gameplay. New gameplay. Yeah, I had to figure that out for myself. Oh shit, is there another light section? Honestly, I kind of got my fill of that already. Don't need any more, thanks. It should be no surprise, by the way, that Knuckles feels worse than he ever has before. He feels like absolute ass. The melee combo is slow and laggy. Wait, is it a time thing again? Different, maybe these are different light things. They look different. Apparently I found something. Whatever, man. These look super different from the last ones in the last area. I'm shaking my head. I don't know. You really don't have time to engage with these dudes. So make them glow and then run the course. Kinda looks like all these ones are glowing, though. Did I miss one earlier? I might have missed one earlier, you know. There were 4 in the last area. Could be 4 again. The wall isn't just gonna go down, like, as soon as I run up, right? Do I have to, like, hit a switch, or... I don't know. Let's fly... As much as I hate to do it, let's fly all the way back. See if there's like something near the start of the segment. There it is. You don't got this? You don't think I got this? I think I could. Why is it not turning on? There we go. Free fucking thing. Let's see. Let's see.
The X button once to do a heat knuckle, again to do a back block, and a third time to do a stonebreaker punch for a combo attack.
We're using up all our rings. That's not good. Also, we, hang on. We probably should Should we, like, restart this and, like, start this run? I feel like the route is to go from there up to here. Let's restart this run. We're like 10 minutes into this level. Total, including, not including all the tries that went nowhere.
Great!
I think we're making good progress. I think it's very possible we got this. Despite, despite chat's thoughts. But, we'll see. Okay, it's glowing. The climbing is very fast. I'll say that much. I kind of like how fast the climbing is in this. Like, you climb up, it's like stupidly fast. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. There we go. Okay, we got this. Climbing, honestly, I gotta say, it feels good. Oh, come on. That was about as good as you could ask for. Why did that not? Did I get there in time? That one's still up. Looks to me like they're all still lit. Do you lose? Apparently, or I've misunderstood something. I mean, the thing is, they're, like, still lit from the previous time. So, like... the climbing is pretty good unless the camera gets it confused. I'll say the camera can get it pretty confused and turned around, at which point it starts to be a little bit assy. But, you know, I'll say this much. The climbing is the best thing, most fun I've had so far. And it's mostly just because it's pretty fast and responsive. And why isn't this door open? Is there like a switch hidden somewhere? Do I need to kill these guys? I can kill these guys. Okay, the guys are killed. At this point, they all have to be deactivated, right? The flying seems to have a little bit of more drop-off than it had in previous, in the first, in Sonic Adventure 2 battle. Which I think feels worse. That's the way we came, I guess. I guess there's multiple ways that we could have come, and that's what that is indicating. Okay, let's do this again. Remember, the way is to go like this. Turn on! There it goes. We've lost our last ring. That is a concern. Just open. Why isn't the door opening? Last time there was a switch as well that I needed to hit. I haven't seen any switches though. I haven't seen any anywhere. Wait, did that turn off? I missed one? Oh, you go that, okay, yeah, okay, I got it now, okay. Shit, I didn't go to the one on the far right. There's 5 of them this time. How long should we wait until, okay, I think we've waited long enough. Start switching them on. Now we go from there to there, to the right, we're all out of rings, which is definitely scaring me considering we only have 1 life left. And, you know, that's, one that's, there we go, we got it. That's one that's, you know, we also have a 0 life, so it's not over if we die. Ha! You're welcome, Sonic. Don't die. Very few lives remaining. Hands off the controller, hands off the controller. Fucking hell. I can't see where I'm going. But it's fine because the ending's right there. 0 rings. Don't matter much. 1 life. Don't matter much. We did it. We beat the 5th level. And that was just a fun bonus, too. That was just a fun bonus. Originally, we were going to stop at 4, but I gave it 1 attempt, and that 1 was enough. We got C, which is not a very good rating, but, I don't give a fuck. Really, do not give a fuck. Alright, let's see what happens next. Is it a boss? Is it going to be some town stuff? Yeah, there's a boss or something, yeah. Let's do the boss, and then we will end. And then we'll be done. Well, the boss will probably leave us back at town. It's about 10:30. We've been going around 3 hours.
I found a Chaos Emerald.
Don't touch it!
Why not?
What? What's this?
It's the boss. We gotta do a boss to get the Chaos Emerald. It's only logical. This game has a lot of bosses. Probably like 1 boss for every level, more or less, on average. That's a little less than, I guess. Not every level's had one in between levels, but a lot of them have. More than Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, which is the game that really I don't know why they didn't make another of. I mean, I guess Sonic 06, here's the thing. Sonic 06 was their attempt to make another one of those, and they failed. Sonic Heroes was also their attempt to make another one of those, but with a less ambitious open hub, and kind of turned out a little bit mid. They tried Shadow the Hedgehog, which also ended up a little bit rough and not quite doing it. So they said, okay, open hub again, and yeah.
Too far to attack. Is there some way to draw him in?
That's a good question, Sonic. Balls? Could be balls. But those balls are a little bit far. Am I supposed to, like, just damage boost out there? Surely not.
Watch out, Sonic! Against something that large, you won't have a chance on the soft footholds.
On the soft footholds? What are you talking about? Can I jump up there? No, not that good at, jumping. Not that good at jumping. Oh, there we go. There we go, we got 2 balls. And, well, I can't reach the 3rd ball, so I guess I'll just wander over this way. So far, the bosses have not been bad, you know? They've not been too evil. They've been not exactly nice, but perfectly doable. And I hope this follows the trend. I'll say, like, thinking back to Giant Bomb's Blight Club feature, I don't remember boss fights being quite the sticking point. I think it was always levels. Like actual goddamn levels that, like, you know, Dan would get stuck on. Do I have to, like, jump from... I don't think I can The camera switching back is very helpful. You always... He hated this boss? Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, hopefully I'll like it. Certainly, this boss is just very slow. And, like, takes literally 2.5 minutes to give you an opportunity to kill him, apparently. Can I don't know, I can jump over there. The camera keeps pointing me in a direction that I don't want to look. Will there be a way to the top platform? What if I... No, I don't think I can, like, pounce off one and go directly to the other or something. I would not be that lucky. Wait a minute. Is it just seriously... You can make that fucking jump? Okay. Okay. That's a jump you can do, apparently. And the third ball is gone now because he ate it. I maybe could have attacked him while he was, being a silly guy. The other two are now unactivated, so... I missed my fucking window. This gimmick, this mechanic really sucks. Especially, like, the downtime in between balls. Like... You end up staggering them a little, and they're just broken. You know? When one is broken, the other two are up. It's like, oh, shit. I can't just go activate this one again because fucking destroyed and... Oh, hang on. Also, this guy does not hang out for long enough to go kick his ass while he's there, apparently, it would seem. Man, we're running short on rings. I should be, I should conserve. Okay, they're all here. Wait, when did that start glowing? Why is that... Did I make that glow?
No. I've got to let
Okay.
him up above the rocks. Then I need to get his attention and draw him toward it.
Thank you, Sonic. I figured this out pretty much. It still sucks, though. Like this part where,
Attack. Is there some way to draw him in?
Not yet! Not yet. There's, you gotta wait for platforms to appear. Then, what the hell? The first set of platforms is not close enough to the balls. You literally just have to wait for 5 minutes.
Watch out, Sonic! Against something that large, you won't have a chance on the soft footholds.
Make me platforms, though. I need him to make me platforms, though. Tails. I don't know why I was yelling. I know. There we go. Now we have platforms, and now we can do this thing. That didn't work that time. So yeah, it's like a 10-minute wait for the first opportunity to attack like this. And then, oh, is he coming? Okay. Once he comes, we need to attack. And, why am I in the sky? Why am I so high? Where am I? Am I Where am I gonna land? Okay, I landed on the spring. Okay, it took me to the spring. It was nice to me. That was a nice, that was the game doing me a solid. Dude. You know what I'll say? I don't think I like this boss either. I don't think I like this boss either. I'm thinking this boss, not a good one. He's, it's just very, very, very slow. And, like, RNG, whether you can go actually approach him and get a attack in. Crazy. Like, you light the pillars, that's step 1. Step 2 is you gotta wait for him to, like, come and bite a pillar. And he doesn't necessarily do that all the time. But maybe you only need 1. Is he going in for it? Tell me he's pillar time. Yes, he's pillar time. Okay. Okay, you only need 1. And we only need 4 hits. We're getting this. And also, lives don't matter right now because we're about to, because, we'd be starting the boss fight over again, regardless of, life count. Kind of reminds me of Mad Jack from Donkey Kong 64. I also said that of a boss from Bubsy 4D. This is the worst version of that, though. The Bubsy 4D bosses are pretty alright. I'll say again, Bubsy 4D, pretty good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'll probably just continue to, like, plug away at the secret stuff that I didn't get during my playthrough. Oh, okay, so later on you get some platforms that actually let you go up there. You're probably not supposed to go here until later. Alright. Come eat your ball. We got a ball for you. Right here. Eat it. And then I'll,
Hey, what's wrong? Is that size just for show?
Are you... Is that... I can't decide if that's like a dick joke or not. Like, are you implying that he has a small penis? Or that his penis is big, but it is just, it cannot actually be used in the, for fucking, I guess. I don't know if that's supposed to be any sort of, like, anything like that. It's probably not. It's probably just, yeah, he's a big guy. He's a big monster. And I'm not saying anything about a dick size or nothing. Just big dude, huh? Big snake.
Sonic, it's coming!
Well, hopefully it's... Ah!
It's dazed from the impacts. Now's your chance, Sonic.
Wait. I need a ring. Okay, now I know what to do, though. Is it still chasing? No, it is not. Okay, so we learned. We learned what to do. Got alert with the ball. It does not like the ball, but also it's not going to destroy the ball anymore. Instead, it's just going to come party with us. Come on, Snake. Come on, Snake. Okay, I will light this ball. And then, do I need to light both balls? And maybe it's just... Okay, he is coming for us. It's hard to see where he's going to be. Yeah, okay, that was it! Imagine if we missed. I had 0 rings, that would have been bad. That boss fight sucked, but we beat it. And, I think that's it. After this cutscene, we'll be done with this stream. We'll be done with this stream. We got a lot farther than I was really shooting for, but, hey, you know, we'll see what happens next week. Week after, maybe, you know. Could be we finish this, Sonic part next week, and then, I don't know, maybe, I'll say my June schedule is a little bit, tentative. I'm not sure exactly all I want to do in June yet, but yeah. Let's see this cutscene, and then I'll do the farewells. I'll do the bye-byes. I'll do the alright, see yas, and here's when I'll be here next. And I hit save, and I hit save, and I hit save. A lot of these saves are automatic. Like, I don't know how you would beat a level accident. How you'd I think you'd have to just beat a level. I think you'd always beat a level and be able to save automatically pretty much, so long as you beat one.
Control!
And if you didn't, you'd probably die via enough game overs such that I don't remember how Dan lost that progress that one time. Did he not hit the save button automatically after beating a level? Or was it like beforehand? I forget how that happened. In fact, like, seeing how this game works, I don't know how it could have happened. Like, the most you could have lost is some Soliana stuff, and that's annoying as hell, but, like, that's probably not a full stream's worth of stuff lost in one go.
We made it back in one piece.
Not from forgetting to save at the end of a stream, but just
Did they
midstream
appear
not
someplace
saving.
else?
Those two can
I
take
don't know.
care of themselves.
What day is it? The festival was attacked. It does... What does that say? Daily Soriana. That's, misspelt. They misspelt the name of the city in the newspaper. What did you learn, Sonic? Sonic! What did you learn from the newspaper? Maybe it's going to load up another cutscene and he's going to say, my God, it's the day, it's tomorrow now. We only have one day until the end of days to do the Firefly Festival or whatever, and to seal up the great evil so that the apocalypse doesn't happen, Chrono Trigger style. Nope. Man, all this music is jazzy. Huh. Well, folks, that's gonna do it for tonight. We ended up doing, honestly, quite a bit more than I was expecting. I'm not sure, like, my suspicion is that, this is going to be, my suspicion is it's gonna get harder from here, and these last 4 Sonic levels are going to really challenge us. Maybe we'll finish them next week, though. Maybe this will be a 2-part Sonic thing, and maybe like pace-wise, we're looking at more 6 streams total between Sonic, Shadow, and Silver. I'm not sure, to be determined. We'll see in future weeks how this is all broken up, but for the time being, that's going to do it for tonight. I'll say, first impression, Sonic 06 style. Oh, it's bad. It's janky. It feels bad to play. The camera's a mess. The Soliana parts are a slog at best and confusing at worst. That's a confusing slog at worst. I thought it was fun to a certain degree dealing with its bullshit, but very satisfying whenever we got through its bullshit. But the thing to note, the thing to remember, this is as benign as it's getting, so buckle up. Fuck. Man. Fuck. I'm gonna get all nice and big, and then I'm gonna pull up the old schedule there. Like today's stream, there'll be another stream next Monday at 7 p.m. Central. More Sonic 06 and all that. That'll be fun. So we'll be continuing with Sonic's campaign, and then after we finish Sonic's, which might be next week. Hey, there's only 4 left, right? Only 4 missions left. After we finish Sonic's campaign, we will take a break. We will take a breather. We'll do some other stuff for a bit, and then we'll come back with Shadow after maybe another playthrough or something. We'll space it out a bit. We'll have some breathers, some breaks in between the 3 campaigns. That said, as far as other streams happening this week, 007 First Light is coming out on Wednesday, and I will be playing it for the first time on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central. On Thursday, the viewer levels, the Mario Maker 2 viewer levels that are normally on Friday will be on Thursday on account of, on Friday, Me and the Hollower is coming out, and I'm going to be starting that on stream on Friday at 7 p.m. Central. Okay, cool. Lots coming in June, I'll say. Let's look at the calendar here. You can see for this month, it's pretty much over. All what I said was what I said is coming, and it's pretty straightforward there. After that, though, I will say, so I've sort of booked it. I booked out June, assuming that like 3 streams of Sonic and Elise and that campaign. We'll see. Maybe next week will be the finale of this. Things have to go very smooth for that to be the case. We'll see what happens next Monday, the 1st of June. And then otherwise, I haven't planned much out for next week. I figure after 4 streams this week, let's take it easy. Let's get some time to pursue my other stuff and not have to think about a stream. But maybe we'll put some stuff there. Maybe I'll think of stuff. I'll say the Grow Home and the Grow Up streams that were also part of the stream of the birthday sub goal will be happening. I think Saturday, the 13th, of June. That'll be fun. 2 games in 1 stream. I did buy them already, so I have them ready to go. And I think that I'll probably be going to Cedar Point sometime in mid-June. I'm thinking that week right there that I have marked. And then I'll, once I come back, I'll start the Wind Waker randomizer and maybe do some Bloodstained in between Sonic 06 parts. And that'll be fun. That'll be good. Let's have that be the thing. Let's have that be the plan. All right. We'll see. Also, I have a time slot there for one of those weeks. I don't know what to do there. We'll figure it out later, I guess. Folks, this was Sonic 06 in full with breaks. This was Sonic 06 Sonic episode, parentheses, Sonic episode, part 1 of that. And I think we've made huge progress. I think we've done well, and I'm looking forward to next week and maybe knocking it out and maybe not knocking it out. Let me see who's online, who's going. Last time I rated Tolkoto, who was doing 007, who was doing GoldenEye. But in a different note, I do see Neptune Neon doing Goldfinger N64? What the fuck is that? Is that a mod of GoldenEye to be Goldfinger instead? I'm curious about that, so I'm gonna raid that. I'm gonna raid Neptune Neon, and I think that sounds like a plan. Okay, folks, that's gonna do it for tonight. Thank you for joining me, for hanging out, for chatting, and yeah, I will see y'all on Wednesday for 007 First Light on... Oh, I shouldn't... It should say this Thursday, sorry. This Thursday for Mario Maker 2 viewer levels at 6 p.m. It's Thursday instead of Friday this week. Take note. And Mina the Hollower on Friday. And a bunch of other stuff in June coming up. And more Sonic next Monday as well. Give your love to the VOD and the short form. And also, hey, you know, I got that fan game out on itch.io now. I mentioned at the top, it's up now. Wow. Give your love to that too, I guess. And I'll see y'all on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, next Monday, in the future, various times, lots of them. Good night, folks. I'll see ya on Wednesday. Good night.